talked about it and forgot.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
And Barrow.
Barra says, y'all ready for visceral violence?
Always. But are you talking about this or just in general?
But yeah, no. So we'll get to proper introductions on this thing in a moment. We're just gonna let people filter in a little bit. Because there is some genuine warnings that we need to give, including one that you are probably all seeing scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now. Hey, Yum Yum Bits, thank you very much for subscribing for 19 months in a row.
Thank you very
been
much.
Looking forward to this stream. We have been as well.
Yeah, and no, we're not gonna be showing anything from the manual. Like, yeah.
No, don't worry. Yeah.
What you see on the screen is
The
as much from the
extent
manual
of how far we're going, yeah.
Yeah,
And
please.
even then, Savvy was kind of.
Well, yeah, even then I was like, should we crop this?
I think this is fine, but like, yeah, don't take the shit in like the manual as indicative of what this is gonna be, because
Yeah. Like, we'll actually. You guys are probably going to explain a couple of things.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do a big old spiel before we get rolling.
Yeah, Sev, why don't you go ahead and just kind of introduce what we're doing?
I will. Yes. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it now. Who cares, right? It's been 5 minutes.
Go for it, yeah.
Yay!
Right. So, hello and welcome everybody to Nechronica, the long sequel. This is a tabletop game that, so far as I can tell, not very many people know about. And the reason for that is that it has not actually been officially printed in the West in any regard. This currently only has a Japanese official manual. We are using a fan-translated project, which is in the form of a Wikipedia and also has a PDF. This game does require a couple of things in regards to me explaining what's going on, first of all.
Yeah.
So, first and foremost, I want to draw everybody's attention to the warning that we have across screen. The rulebook and wiki has some bad images in it, we're just going to say. And that is because the themes of this game are not just very dark and brutal and gory. It's, how do I put it? The original theming was designed to have horror, specifically in the context of innocent people exploring it. But the way that they decided to do that, because Japan has a bad habit of this, is through the use of very young girls. We are not comfortable with that. We don't like that aspect of the game. And it's frankly not essential to enjoy the game.
Yeah.
No.
Unfortunately,
Not
that means
required
it's tied into the art. So you got a lot of stuff that you might feel uncomfortable with looking at. It's all in anime style, don't get me wrong, but you know, it's not something that we're keen on either. We kind of just try and blank it out when we're looking through the rules.
It's
yeah.
it's a lot of
the children.
it's a lot of just gross body horror stuff being applied to, like, again, very young girls. And like, yeah, I would probably say that anything, if any of you are familiar with the Kingdom Death streams, I don't think anything that you see, hear us talking about or seeing here is going to be anything worse than that, honestly.
Oh, yeah. No, for
Definitely
sure.
no. But, it is worth mentioning that, like, again, yeah, the rulebook and manual are frankly just, like, excessive and, like,
yeah, so we have
crass.
taken the initiative, and I have decided, well, we all have collectively decided that since none of us like that, we have pruned it out of this. As such, we fucking love this game because it is one of our favorite character creators we have ever used, and it's frankly an incredibly interesting setting. And Barakate, yes, indeed, I was about to get to that. This is from the same maker as Made RPG and, believe it or not, Golden Sky Stories.
Which, doesn't that also... Oh wait, no, sorry, I was getting mixed up with Tenra Banjo Zero, which has the same as Ryutama, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but, it is, yeah, it's crazy to see, like, this really wholesome game, Golden Sky Stories, and the same person making this one, which is very dark. But... that being said, please, if you do want to look up the rules, just be mindful of that. But it is a very good game. It's also very good for one-shots, which is why we're doing a one-shot of it today. It can be done in long runners, but it can be done standalone.
This game is so cool. I've been wanting to play it for like ages and ages because like the aesthetic is just incredible. The mechanics are honestly like just some of the best combat mechanics and character mechanics I've seen. Like they're really interesting. So I hope that you guys like them.
Yes. But as a result of that, I will just ask that people in chat, if you see somebody who is new or is interested in looking up the rules and they haven't seemingly read the warning, please just draw their attention to it.
Yeah.
With that out of the way, I think it's good to jump into this.
All right.
So this is Nechronica, and I'm gonna give a quick primer on what this setting is before I jump into my my opening ramble as such. The reason this is called Nechronica, the long sequel, is because this doesn't just take place in the post-apocalypse. This takes place after the post-apocalypse. The survivors, the stragglers, the last hopes and remnants of humanity, they lost, and during the post-apocalypse, no one survived. It has been so long, in fact, that nobody knows how long it's been, and for all intents and purposes, the world is dead, and it is it's very dark in that way. But what we learn about it is going to be done through the eyes of our players here, which I will go through the effort of letting them introduce themselves. But I'll first of all clarify, I am Eternal Savvy. This is my channel. I will be running this game today, and we'll go next up in the list, which I believe is Jamie.
Hi, I'm Jamie or James. You may know me as Iris's boyfriend, and that's it. Hi, I'm new here.
You are indeed new.
That is not, in fact, it. He hangs out and does things here and there, but this is going to be his first Savvy stream, I believe.
Yay!
Next up is Cod of Wisdom.
Hello, I'm Cod of Wisdom. You might have heard me from Eternal Savvy, or Eternal Savvy, or perhaps even Eternal Savvy.
His Fiasco streams are very good.
Yes, they are.
And last of all, we have Iris.
Hello, all. I'm Iris. I've been around for a little bit now. I'm just really excited to play this game. I love this kind of like, darker content, and like, yeah, I'm just excited to be playing this finally. That's really all I've got right now.
Fair enough. Yeah, and I'm
also streaming.
Yes, and Iris is also streaming for us today. I will actually, Cod, could you do me a favor? When we get around to describing your characters, could you just pop Iris's wonderful art in the reference channel on my server?
Okay, give me a moment to get it.
Yep.
Sure.
Just because Iris is streaming currently.
I'd prefer not to finagle with that. Also, Jamie, you are in fact being called out for your famous your most famous prediction by Barroqueteer in the chat. I love how
I did.
Yeah, that's
what I'm known for. That's what Chibi fucking remembered me for when I first met her.
Yeah, I love how he has done others, he's been in streams and done other things, but even now he's still being recognized for that insane guess that he made.
Yeah, it was the thing with Clarice, and that's all I'll say in case people haven't watched those.
Yeah, it's for the
big character
no spoilers.
twist.
It's for Carbon Interface though, which is also a very good show. But
yeah, and as someone who tends to try to be the guy who calls twists, I was really impressed by that.
Anyway.
Yeah, literally, I first started watching it and immediately went, wait, what if it's this? And I just kept gathering things for my theory.
Yes.
All right.
Anyhow.
Yes. Let's get rolling. Okay, so we fade in to a scene of what is frankly beyond a wasteland. We see what may have once been trees, but have since been desiccated and have been turned into strange shadows and corpses of their previous life. It's difficult to see even amongst them that some do not resemble trees, but are instead twisted and rusted metal. Out from this, there is no movement. Not for a long time. Not until we hear the rustling of ash and dust, and we see three young women walking through this strange scene. They are twisted, and blood does not pump through their bodies. Nothing does, because they're dead. But they move all the same. By some strange process, they find themselves hearing, seeing, and moving. And all they know is each other. Would one of you like to describe what your character looks like?
I'll go ahead. So, the girl who is likely in the lead, has deep, red eyes and very long, flowing gray hair that's just the same color as the ash in the surrounding landscape. And she is quite possibly the most twisted looking. Parts of her body are missing entirely. Along her arms, protruding like through her skin, are these like long bone-like spikes, and one of her forearms, her right forearm, is missing entirely and replaced with this very surrounded by those same spikes, this very long sharp blade. And but she doesn't seem to be impeded in any way, as she just sort of like looks back and forth just at the scenery.
And leading up behind, I imagine, would be Lynette. Is that right?
Yes, I imagine so. Behind Iris's character comes Lynette. She is, I imagine, slightly taller than the other girls. She's got long hair that drapes behind her. And her body is oddly segmented looking. You can very clearly tell where one part starts and the other one's end. She moves with a subtle grace to her, and she, other than the segmentation, she at first glance looks quite normal, except for the long tail that trails behind her.
Oh yeah, my girl has a long tail as well. I forgot.
It's easy to forget these things.
It's easy to forget these things.
It's easy to forget tail.
And
their tails are quite different, though.
Last of all, Cod.
Last of all is a girl walking along. She's, by comparison to these two, she is probably the most normal looking of the three, with shoulder-length red hair, well, ginger hair, a blue shirt and black shorts. She wanders along and with a big crate on her back. On her hip is that a chainsaw? Yeah, it's a chainsaw. And looking down, if your eyes trail down along the length of the chainsaw, you'll see an eye staring back at you. A single red orb just protruding from her from her thigh. It seems like it's blinking. And if you continue down, you'd see trotting beside her is an undead hedgehog.
God, I almost forgot.
I forgot
How
about
could you
him.
forget?
Never forget.
I'll never forget. Oh, God.
But yeah, and we see these three, and they've just emerged quite some time ago. Probably, I would say hours, but it would be difficult to tell. Not only because it's sort of irrelevant, but by virtue of the fact that the sky overhead is this color of forgotten coal, which has since long been forgotten, burned out and just grey in a way that you swear you can almost sometimes see life trying to poke through in the form of light, but the clouds are just too thick and they just stifle any hope of it resembling day. Whether it is day or night right now is something that you wouldn't be able to pinpoint, but behind them, they blaze a trail away from a factory. A factory which, not too long ago, they found themselves fighting for existence and keeping themselves holding on to this new existence, whatever it may be. You are walking through this strange forest, everyone, and I'll let you do some introductory roleplay.
Yeah, we actually forgot to mention that. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. A couple of other things about my character. She has this crate on her back, and you can actually see on the leg that doesn't have an eye, just a strange protrusion. It looks like her leg's broken. But
Yeah.
it doesn't seem to be stopping her. She's walking all the same.
Yeah, none of us look healthy by any means.
Are we there yet?
No, we're not there yet.
Zai turns around like, where? Where are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm just following you.
I mean, I sure am not going anywhere in particular.
We'll find something eventually, I imagine, if we just head in one direction.
I mean, yeah, but what something is we even gonna, like... I mean, like, look at this. She, like, kind of, like, goes up to one of the, like, shadows of trees and, like, just kind of, like, taps it with her tip of her sword. Jeez.
It rings hollow, but not in a way that is resonant, instead in a way that just says that it is dead.
Yeah, well, good to know this place looks about as bleak as it did back there.
I mean, there's gotta be something. I mean, what are we gonna do? Just lie around and wait to die again?
Well, yeah, I don't think that's really an option. I mean, we
Yeah,
know
I'd
that
rather
someone must be responsible for this, right? I mean, like, you know, the necromancers, I don't know anything about it or what's going on, but, like, again, there must be, you're right, there's gotta be, we should just keep going.
I believe it's Else who has this, but correct me if I'm wrong. I believe one of you does have a journal.
Oh, right.
I
yes.
believe I brought that,
Yeah,
yes.
that
I
would
think
be
Else
Else.
has that, yeah.
Yeah, Else, at that comment from Jai, you do recall that you do have a book with some information in it. You don't know what information, but you do recall that there was certain tabs which you didn't actually go through.
Maybe we could find something in this.
Oh, hell yeah.
I thought you'd flip through that already, but yeah, take a look.
No, I just skipped
you
the
dear
end.
fool. can't read a whole book in just a matter of flipping through the pages. What is this, a picture book for children?
Well, it has one picture. She holds up a picture of a towering monstrosity made up of multiple dead bodies
Yeah,
sewn together.
when... Oh, you're roboting a bit, Cod.
Shit.
Can you guys hear me?
I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're good now. Yeah. When Lynette makes the comment about pictures, I kind of like looks off to the side, like I like looking at the pictures.
But yeah, you doing two other tabs, which is what was it? It was I believe it was called Weapons Progress, and the other one was War.
Something like that.
Maybe if we look to weapons, we could see where the supplies come from.
You
I
turn
mean-
to that page, and yeah, sure enough, there is there seems to be some mention throughout all of the various descriptions of rifles and more biological based things. You eventually see that there is some reference to shipments of some kind. While there were no roads that you could spot when you left the factory, it does show that this factory may not have been so far removed from society, and instead may have been found rather close to a city. And you guess it could be nearby. The direction that you took was as good of a guess as you could have managed. With the hillside that you looked over, you spotted ruins in most directions, but you headed off toward the ones which seemed the most significant, the most
Numerous, maybe?
geometric and numerous. Yes, and that is, and now that you read it, you put together that must mean that you're headed towards the city.
It seems we're going in the right direction.
Well, that's good, at least.
All right. Well, do you want to lead the way then, Else?
Okay, why not? Come on, Tonic. She leans down and picks up the hedgehog.
It
Zai like
What a
shakes her
good
head, like I
boy.
forget that guy's there sometimes.
it hurriedly scuttles onto your hand and takes his seat up on your shoulder.
I love
Hurriedly, horrifyingly.
But you keep walking, and after some time you eventually come across something strange. It's a burst of color amongst an atmosphere of dread, and you can't help but take notice of it. You see flitting between the various trunks and barks a flash of deep purplish red. And as you do, well, I imagine that you would divert to see what it is a little.
Oh, yeah. Zai would immediately kind of like hold her blade out in front of Else, both in a semi-protective gesture and just to like, you know, halt her movement as she takes notice of it and just kind of observes it at a distance.
You actually, can all of you please roll me a d10, and if you have anything that you think would be relevant in this roll, then let me know. I will tell you, Cod, as Else, that with your extra eye, you will get a +1.
A +1, okay.
Gotcha.
So-
I don't think I...
Yeah, I can't really think
Just
of
need to
anything.
remember,
Yeah.
it's a 1d10, isn't it?
Yep,
Yes,
this is a
it
d10
is.
system.
Oh, hey!
Oh,
boy.
well, alright.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
I think
all-
we all see it.
Yeah, we're all
We're
looking.
observant.
You
The
look.
fuck is that?
You look
Aurora
over,
Borealis. No, sorry.
and and through the little light that is there, you all quite clearly do see that this one, you think for a moment, you think that it's a living tree, and you're not 100% wrong, but it's not there's something about it which you feel is wrong. And this is the moment where Lynette, since you rolled a 10, you actually get a new memory fragment. Please title this one Forest.
Oh, lovely.
And you're looking at this thing and you see its white osseous bark like bone, and what you believe to be leaves initially prove to instead be strange clusters of almost pulmonary looking like red berries, all slowly pulsating and almost breathing. And it's in that moment that while they are pulsing, that they almost resemble the wind rustling through leaves. And that's when you remember. Your mind take yourself back to a clouded memory. You're in a forest, and rather than red and white, you see these dark but warm oaken browns, and the leaves are green, and you feel like you were there with somebody today, but it escapes you who it was. All you remember is the way that the wind swept through the tree line, and you watched as it just pushed through it like breath through lungs. And you all see this thing, and it looks to be some kind of strange living tree.
Trees are disgusting.
Do we all see
maybe they weren't once.
Do we all see the weird like berries on it too? Like,
yeah, you do see that. It's quite evident. It doesn't seem to be moving, but it's very clear that this thing is some facsimile of alive at the very least.
Zai kind of cocks her head curiously, like,
Don't eat the berries.
Well, no. Why would I do that? Why? Do you know what this thing is?
I mean, it's a tree. Maybe.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Captain Observant.
Welcome.
Kind of glares.
I flicked through the journal. I presume I don't see anything about this, but I flicked through the journal nevertheless.
No, you don't see anything about this.
I mean, I'd kind of like to go take a closer look. I'm not gonna chompy or anything. I just want to take a look. I mean, it's kind of.
I mean, I've seen you eat some weird shit.
No, listen, don't bring that up, okay? She kind of like looks down.
Iris and Jamie, could you make a conversation check?
Sure.
Oh boy.
I think this is just a straight D10.
Just a D10, straight D10.
Well, you got more out of that than I did.
Consistent.
You may clear a madness point from your feta to
yes. Oh, excellent. I will do that.
And how many memory fragments do you have? Remind me.
I only have 2.
Okay, so that is one of the 2 that you can clear for this session.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah, and with that, I imagine you move closer to this tree.
Yeah, and again, she is approaching semi-cautiously. She sort of like moves through the forest, like, not quite on all fours or anything, but she sort of has this prowling lope as she moves closer. Again, like, not like doing anything rash, but she does want to like kind of slowly pace around it, looking at it from all angles, just examining it.
You circle around this thing, and you realize as you do so that from the angle you were looking at it, you didn't spot this, but when you circle around to the other side, you spot that there is this long red weird trail. It itself is pulsing as well, but it leads down the tree and outwards into pretty much the direction you were going in the first place. And it seems like it's it seems like it's alive in some regard.
She sort of gets down on her knees and like peers at the trail and like sniffs at it a little.
Yeah, you do you want to make me a roll?
Yeah. Time to die, everybody. Again.
You gather the most that you gather is that the strange red pulsing like stuff on this tree is part of this trail, and you feel like you could probably find the source of this if you followed this. Could you all please add the karma, find the source of the strange red trail?
Yes. Okay.
All of us?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody, because I imagine because there's nothing dangerous about this. You would be called over and you would all see it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so is the trail like, is it like a trail of light? Is it physical in some way? Like, what is
it? Is a, remind me, I think this was Lynette actually last session. Who was the one who walked into the room and, figured something out about the stains on the floor?
That was me.
That was you.
Yeah.
Hey, Else, could you make...
Every observer.
Could you make a roll for me with a +1, please?
Oh!
Oh no, Else.
She knows all.
Oh my god.
How do I You know what, I'll just say it out loud. Yeah, Else, you gather that this is some kind of vein, and pulsing through it is likely blood.
Oh.
She continues looking at it curiously, oblivious.
Okay, there, you hypnotized or something? Like, what's happening?
No, I'm just looking at this thing. It's weird. I mean, again, this whole thing is just weirdly colorful. I mean, it's heading towards, what is it? You said there was a city?
Yeah. Would Else have any reason at all to know about biology?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm just wondering if there are two things, like if there are two lines, and basically I'm wondering if I'm looking at, you had mentioned lungs earlier, if I'm looking at, is it areolae, or whatever they're called?
I don't think that you don't have any
Else
kind
wouldn't
of,
know.
Yeah, I would say, because the way it generally works is that you know about things if you have a memory fragment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have study, but I don't. That's very general, and yeah, no.
But yeah, no. Yeah, you see this thing twisting off into more of this strange forest.
Well, if this does lead us there, then I guess we won't need your map after all, Else. I guess she'll just kind of start following it.
Here we go.
Yeah, we should keep a lookout.
In time, you keep walking for a while, and it is after you feel like it's a long time, but the tree line starts to become more sparse. And as it does so, you see that this thing has branches trailing backwards from the direction you just came. Seemingly, perhaps there were more of these things in different parts of this place. But you see that it has been growing in size the longer you followed it, and with each of these branching paths rejoining with it, it becomes larger and larger, and each time the sound of the pulsing becomes more and more prevalent. There is Else, I'm sorry to do this to you.
No, I'm the one who knows. So
yeah, could you
Gotta
please
do it to him.
could you please make a madness check for me with a but please put a +1 on it, so you're more likely to pass.
Okay,
you're
good.
fine. But else, as the sound grows louder, you recall, almost feel the sound of blood rushing through you, and the sound of a heartbeat that you don't have.
Else actually clutches at her chest for a second, noticing that no, there's nothing there.
Yeah, you will see her briefly stop for a moment, almost.
You okay there, bud?
I'm fine. It's okay.
Zai has
Tonic
just been... Sorry.
Tonic actually nuzzles against her for a second, trying to give some kind of, reassurance.
Yeah, meanwhile, as they've been walking, again, fairly oblivious, Zai has just been, like, kind of playfully, like, hopping back and forth over the trail just as they go, just amusing herself. But when she sees Else kind of looking a little upset, she would come back and be like, "Are you okay? Everything fine?"
I'm okay. I don't think it's a good idea to mess with that thing, though.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna go poking it with my sword or anything. Don't worry.
I know.
Lord knows what that would do. This thing seems... It's strange. It's weird how this is the only, like, colorful thing.
I'm not sure if anyone hears it, but as she says, I'm not sure what it'll do. Else just whispers, "It'll bleed."
Jai and Else, could you please make me a conversation check?
Yeah. Huh?
You may both remove a madness point from your fetter, if you wish.
Good. We're going to need this. All right. This is with our fetter with Else, right?
Yes, specifically. I'm going to take a quick moment as well to explain. Much like with Golden Sky stories in this game, the fetters that tie the players together are what keep them sane. And as such, there is a mechanic that is tracked, namely madness. Each time you get to know something that is capable of thought and action and perhaps speech, you receive something that keeps you present. And as a result of that, whenever they have a conversation that is meaningful, they can make a check to see if it makes them feel more human, essentially. And that's what's been going on, is that any time that they've been having a good conversation, they have been able to clear a madness point out of the tie that they hold with the person they talked to.
Yeah, and I'll also throw out there that, like, if someone gets too much madness, it results in bad effects happening, which you might see.
Yeah.
If everyone gets too much madness, you lose the game.
Yep. And
Instantly.
it is possible for a player to become broken-hearted, which is when when they have all of their madness points filled up, they will become broken-hearted and will wander into the wasteland to never be seen again.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's if the whole party gets brokenhearted is when you just lose. You just become like zombies at that point.
But you continue on, and it's when the trees have completely cleared and you breach over the peak of a hillock that you see in front of you, rolling out into a vista, is the city. And there is this rolling geometry, but it's not regular. It's not. You feel that there was a pattern perhaps at one point, but it is broken and ruined, and there almost looks like what could be described as the skeletons of structures sprinkled throughout the entirety of the thing. You see large, domineering, rectangular and just towering objects. Some of them broken, some of them still standing straight, but others with just nothing left at their foundation have tipped over and lean against others. The roads, the pathways are sometimes just impossible to discern. But before you rolling down this hillock towards it, you see more and more of these red pulsing trails, and at the bottom of it, near one of these pathways, near one of these roads, you see that they start to interweave and interlock into each other in a way that you start to lose track of whether or not they are separate. And it's there that you feel that there is a culmination that may lead you to where this thing is going.
Quick question. How do we have any memories at all of like what cities are like normally like what they would have been like at all? Like just like a basic idea is all.
Do you want to make me a roll?
I'm just curious about how she'd react.
Oh,
well,
God, we're
great.
gonna get screwed.
Yeah,
later
we're gonna
on.
get. Again, this always
fear.
happens. We get the good rolls here, get fucked later. Yep.
No fear gets good rolls in the beginning. One fear.
One fear. Yeah.
Jai, you, for whatever reason, you can't put your finger on why, but your mind takes the initiative to try and remember something. It happens on its own. And it's when it does so that, to your surprise, it makes a connection. And you know what? Describe to me, what is the scene that that makes you recall the city?
Like the scene
more
from the
undetailed.
past.
Yeah, what is this past scene? It's vague. It's not specific, and the faces,
Yeah.
if any, are blurred to you. But for some reason, you are recalling a city skyline.
Zai almost, as she remembers this, as the ashen wind is sort of like whipping from the city, she actually like kind of like just sits down, like almost like she was pushed down just from the sheer like enormity of this city and the memories flooding through her. I think she remembers walking, like a lot of walking through a city that is much more pristine, much more structured, lived in, inhabited than this, but still reminiscent enough. And I think that it's sort of like, it's almost like a sort of lucid dream where she's moving through it, but like she's sort of aware that she's experiencing the memory, but like isn't able to fully control it. She like, as she's just like walking through this city, she hears like, she hears vague muffled noises of like crowds of activity. She sees these faceless people around her. She looks down at her own like hands, but she can't see what they looked like or would have looked like. And she just gets a barrage of these like brief flashes of like going into different buildings, doing different tasks, like with some sort of necessity or urgency, but like again no specifics. And she sort of comes back to. Thank you. She sort of comes back to and just is like blinking at this, like overwhelmed. Should I just call it city or something?
Call it commute.
Okay.
And to further clarify on the rules, Memory fragments are important because while you can clear up madness points with conversations, you can only clear up as many as you have memories.
Yep.
If you don't have more than if you try and make a third conversation check when you have 2 memories, then you can't clear a third point. So these are very important for being able to, again, keep themselves sane.
Mm.
Yeah, she's just sitting there, like, blinking at this scene.
Z, are you okay?
Yo, you okay?
Yeah. I'm fine. Just, wow, people used to live here. That's,
I mean, people used to live a lot of places.
yeah, but just,
People used to live.
well, yeah. It's just, this place is just so huge and labyrinthine, and now it's all empty, but
Yeah, imagine trying to navigate this place when people were alive. Like, oh boy. I imagine that'd be hard. I don't know.
yeah, well, she sort of shakily gets back to her feet, and she kind of looks back and forth at each of the others and says, like, well, this, I don't like the idea that we're being led here for some reason, so let's stick together and keep our eyes and ears open, because who knows what sort of thing is at the end of this line. She points down at the vein thing. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I
Yep.
suppose so.
What about you, Tonic? And Tonic sits up eagerly. I still think we should have given him a gun.
I still think that, I mean, you know what, honestly, at this point, she kind of, like, reconsiders, like, she, like, looks Tonic up and down.
He flexes somehow.
My muscles. Go on, Savvy.
Nah, that's cool. Yeah, you get moving in that case. And
I imagine we
you-
carefully pick our way down to, like, the edge of it. Like, because it's, like,
Yeah.
down a hill or something, I think.
Yes, indeed it is. You can see that the landscape is cracked, and you feel like that there are some slopes and cliffs in this city that may not have always been there. Just places where it wouldn't make sense for there to be a cliff, like where it clearly would have been detrimental to any kind of proper functioning. But regardless, you make your way down, and eventually you find yourself getting to this pathway, and you have no choice but to start walking on these things. And for a time, it is unsettling, to say the least. But eventually, they start to weave into each other in a way that instead creates a very sure footing. And you realize after a while that your feet are hitting stone. And you look down below and you see that sure enough, the pathway, the trails have disappeared, and instead of now being the floor, they plunge downwards into the ground, and you instead see this webway of cracks and underlying structure almost supporting the stone beneath your feet. The pulsing can no longer be felt, but instead you see this this strange crimson, like almost like cracked pottery. It is keeping this place intact. And I'm going to move us to a map because this next part is going to require you to be able to keep track of your parts.
All right.
Oh boy.
You don't say.
And now we actually get to
Not for the
show
reason
off
you
one of the-
Yeah.
Yeah, but we get to show off one of the more interesting and thematically correct parts of this entire thing. Also, that looks pretty great.
Oh, that does look cool.
Oh hell yeah.
And then we
Oh
got
yeah, I
the
should.
damage track.
I'll show off the
Yeah.
icons of them real quick as well.
Okay, is that audible, guys? Can you hear the music, or is it really quiet?
I
Very
can hear
faint.
it.
Let's just go with a
Let me
different one
just-
then. I knew that track was quite low.
Before it was something in the mist. Now it's just terror, and I'm worried.
That's a bit too much for what I was thinking. Hold on.
Fucking
Oh
Balrog
boy.
erupts out.
Hey guys, it's me, Balrog.
You must flee. This foe is too much for any of you.
All right. So now let's give a quick explanation before we go on as to what's going on here. So in this game, the way that it works in regards to HP is quite unconventional. The players don't have stamina bars or HP bars because they're dead already. They're undead. In fact, they can function pretty much without much more than a skeleton if needed. And for that reason, there isn't death in this game, there is annihilation. And even in the case of annihilation, you are not truly devoid of thought, you are simply doomed. And the way that that is represented is that HP is kept track of in the
Body
I'm losing
parts.
my words. Is in the body parts. So it is measured by how destroyed you are. What parts of you are functional. If you are completely broken, you can't do anything, and so you would just be left on the ground to just slowly go insane until you eventually faded. And so we have devised a way to keep track of this in that we have all of their parts down below where they can keep track of whether they are broken or not.
Yes.
I will ask, Jamie, did you fix up?
Yes, I did, and I made sure to put it. I do have another leg part now, though.
Right. So let me copy you a leg part.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah,
So that's-
I feel like you are more fixed than that. Like you need
Yeah,
to
there we
update
go.
what you fixed.
Yeah, check your
Yeah.
character.
Yeah,
'Cause I didn't get round to sorting this.
Yeah, the only one I didn't manage to fix before things got moved around was the head one, which I just did.
Sorry, say that again. I was opening a drink.
Oh, you're good.
cracking
The only
open a
ones
cold-
that I cracking up a cold one. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I got everything fixed up here now.
Okay, and just to confirm, the upgrade that you got was the extra leg part, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Real quick, we have a question in chat from the hidden boss. How do you fix parts? You get points.
We can actually explain that later on because
Well-
I'm pretty sure we'll have a few examples.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
There is a number of ways, but the basics that I'll quickly just describe now is that you scavenge off of other things that you find.
Basically, and also it's worth pointing out that as far as annihilation goes, the only way, like, you can't have one person get annihilated, because if one person is annihilated and the others win the fight, they can rebuild them. Like, it's no problem. They can just put them back together. However, it's you only lose if every party member is completely destroyed.
Yeah. And
But-
I will
That's
Yeah.
not as unlikely as it sounds.
I will briefly. You'll notice that as we have been describing, some of the players are already slightly broken. We actually ran a practice session, and we've decided to keep it canon.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
was the fact.
That's
So-
where we came from with the factory and stuff, and that's why we already semi-know each other.
And yeah, Lynette, are you sure that you didn't fix up anymore?
Yeah, I'm sure. I made sure to check everything. I mean, I think I also had the extra problem of I'm at 4 with COD, which means that I immediately have to set myself to the same amount of damage as he has at the end of combat.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, that's.
So that probably also didn't help.
Fair.
and you
enough.
didn't remove, like, did you remove madness with the treasure at the end?
Yeah, I had to balance out as much as I could.
While we're waiting for Cod, actually, do you want to explain the treasure real quick, Savvy?
Yeah, so each character has a treasure, which is a part.
We've marked
And
it in yellow for us.
I've marked it in orange yellow. The oh
That's a
that's
effect.
just part of it. Yeah, that's just part of that. Yeah, and what the treasure does is it allows you after a combat to clear a point of madness for free, and so for that reason, treasures are very powerful because it means that you can happily wipe away madness without having to worry.
But if your treasure gets destroyed, it is extremely hard to get a new one.
Yeah, Cod, is that you?
Yes, sorry.
It's cool. Internet troubles.
One of my favorite. Hey Cod, just real quick. One of my favorite parts of the wiki is it's a section where it says getting new treasures, and it's one sentence that says the necromancer does not have to be generous with offering players new treasures. That's all it says.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you come up to this area, and as this lattice work of crimson underneath the concrete spreads out before you, you eventually see this long and enclosed area. The edges, the borders of it are towered over by destroyed and ruined buildings and stone and concrete. And in front of you, you see that between you and possibly the only way through this destroyed ruin, you see that poking up through the concrete wherever there is a crack of crimson, you see that there are these small, how do I describe it? Tube-like growths, which are probably some of them are almost as tall as you. Others reach perhaps maybe a few inches out of the ground. But regardless, it is this strange like red wriggling like protrusion from out of the cracks. And they're all slowly wriggling, but not fast, just enough that there is this underlying like sound of organic movement in this field. And it is you're unsure what this is about, but you see that for certain you are going to have to pull through this area if you want to find the source of where this stuff is.
Does it seem like we're getting like close to the center of the city? Like, how far in are we?
Oh, you've only just you're like on the outskirts.
Oh, this is the very edge of it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, not that I really know anything about how this place is I guess supposed to look, but this seems weird, right? I'm not the only one.
I don't think this is normal. No.
I mean, I don't have a frame of reference, but I don't think this is about right.
How these like wiggly boys coming out of the ground, like they're just everywhere, right? Like it's impossible to avoid them.
Yeah, like if you're kind of like looking, and it's difficult to spot a place where you'd be able to just like walk freely. You gather that like if you maybe spent some time trying to look around, you might be able to spot a place where you could like maybe at a squeeze kind of get past some of these things. But you would quite definitively at least have to brush past or step over or step on some of these at least in order to get past them.
Could I try something?
Yeah, what would you like to do?
I'd like to look just where I am around the ground for a rock or a pebble or something. And assuming that I find one, I'd like to actually toss one, close enough to the wiggling protrusions. and see if it has any effect.
You grab a rock. It's not. There is plenty,
I
and
figured.
you throw it. There doesn't seem to be any kind of response.
Okay. So from that, I'm getting they don't like rocks.
Yeah, well, let me try something too. And
Is the music at a good volume, by the way?
yeah, it's good.
Good.
I've been adjusting it. I think it's good.
Cool.
So, yeah, Zai's gonna take a step forward and, to the area where, like, the ground levels out into stone, and she's just gonna, like, quite literally just touch one of the wigglies, like, just one of them with, like, the edge of her, like, toe, and, like, nothing else.
Okay. Could you?
Yeah, your character has died. No.
I'm gonna make a roll.
Okay.
A GM roll. Oh boy. Okay. So
Uh-oh.
you touch it, and as
Nice knowing you, everybody.
as you do so, it takes everybody off guard. It is incredible how violently this thing reacts. All of a sudden, it's almost as if it just uncoils from the ground underneath it, and having just detected that you were even near it, like, it just starts to, with veracity, it starts to coil up your leg, and eventually you feel what you can only describe as hooked spines digging themselves into your skin before the very tip of it starts to drive its way into your leg.
As when I see that I have a chance to react, I'm actually going to step up to it.
It's going to be hard, but you do have a chance.
I'm going to step up to it and, with my chainsaw revving,
cut my
take
leg
it
off.
down to size.
Okay.
No, I could try cutting your leg off, but I'd like to cut away from her leg so that, I can remove it.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
she would probably try to, like, be like, fuck, and, like, try to slice at it with her sword, too, but, like, I don't know if you want us all making rolls, so.
Else, you're gonna have to get a good roll for this, but make a roll.
Alright.
Okay, please, not a 1.
This is where it
Fucking see ya!
when you walk away.
No, you ain't walking away from this, apparently.
Zai, I
Oh
was
my
gonna
God.
I was gonna have you take 1 damage to your leg location.
Oh god, I love you.
you
It's
have-
fine. I know you tried. It's okay.
I could use meat shield if this is going to be dismember.
I will point out that if somebody has a move which can support, it will actually stop that from being a crit.
I should. Let me
Can
check.
I mean, could I say that, like, me...
Just use your forearm, for
Well-
fuck's sake.
I need to see if my forearm is fixed or not.
Well, both because...
Damn it.
It is. I have support.
All right, in which case you support that roll as your action for this altercation.
I mean, I'm probably also supporting just because, like, her forearm, is her sword in the first place. So, like, she's probably supporting just via, like, also trying to cut this away as fast as possible.
Here's what happens. This thing is wrapping up your leg, and Else steps up and revs her chainsaw, and in that moment, Lynette, immediately seeing how this could go poorly, just straight up shoves Else to the ground before you could do anything.
Good job.
Zai, however, you you are subjected to the damage from this thing, and you do take a damage at your leg location. As it basically rakes down and just pulls away a string of skin and flesh where it was attached before it just
real quick, and one last gambit. I do have a maneuver that would allow me to defend one? Am I able to do that right now?
Not with the 10 on my end. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Completely
This thing
understandable.
specifically took you by surprise.
Yeah, it wouldn't really make a lot of sense anyway. So yeah, so it takes a strip off of her leg. All right, I need to check what I'm gonna damage then.
And yeah, the way that it does it is it's like a spiral creeping up your leg essentially, and then it just rips away and retreats back into the
all right.
ground.
Well, I definitely do not want to damage my treasure, obviously. I'm gonna have it yeah, I'm gonna have it damage my foot.
Which will clarify your treasure is a nice leather
it's a
leg
bag
satchel.
strap. Yeah, it's like a satchel strapped to her leg, which is why it's on the leg location. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say it gets her foot the worst, and I will give that a little mark here.
Yeah, you the pain strikes you, and as you can't help but fall backwards from the jerking motion of this thing pulling off of you. It's as it's retreating that you realize that the angle that it had been taking on the way down, basically because it was like kind of wrapped around your leg, it essentially forcibly twisted your foot at almost a 90-degree angle, and you watched as it just sort of like snapped as it just pulled away from you.
Yeah, as I like, as it tears this off of her, she like rapidly crawls backwards, panting, not out of necessity, but just from sheer reflex. Okay, I don't think we can step on those things, actually, at least we know that now. We've got that down.
See, I was trying to help. I looked down at the chainsaw. For a moment, in her eyes, it turns into a shotgun and changes quickly back into a chainsaw.
I can't even fucking believe that.
For reference, we had a practice game of this, and I had both a chainsaw and a shotgun. The shotgun rolled nothing but ones.
I think I actually, no exaggeration, I think he tried to use that shotgun like 4 or 5 times, and every single time was a 1.
Yeah, it was 3 or 4 times. The chainsaw, up until now, has stood me in. It's worked well for me.
Until now.
I'm Savvy. Is there a way to just augment my fists?
Technically, yes, but that would be your choice after session.
Good to know, just in case.
Lynette just lays down, sort of like.
You mean Zai?
Oh yeah, Jesus, sorry. I was about to address Lynette. No, yeah, Zai just like lays down, sort of like wincing in not pain, but something similar, and yeah, she's done for now. Either of you have any ideas?
I mean, I got lasers. I could like shoot them and try to make a path, but I don't know how fast these buggers can get.
You can try that.
I can try that. Should I roll?
You can, and give yourself a what's the laser? Does the laser normally have any kind of bonus?
Let me see.
I don't think so, but it does have...
Shooting attack 1 plus dismember.
It does have dismember, which I think is what we need.
Right, in which case...
Before we take a step, I would like to use my extra eye to support 2.
Yeah, so, in which case, make a roll with a +2.
Oh boy.
Because of Else basically, finding a good angle for you to do a fucking sweeping strike with this laser.
Oh
Don't
my
worry.
god.
Yeah.
That's not a crit fail.
Yeah, so...
It's one thing about this system is that if you have any modifier, it's not a crit fail, even if it's a 1.
You can make things crits or make them not crits in this
Modifiers actually alter the facing that you treat it as.
Yeah.
This is being treated as a natural 3 thanks to that too. Which means just a fail. Did you want to describe what happens, and also do you want to describe where these things are, because you do have these in a fun location, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh god.
So when that You know that position where you get down on like one knee, like you're going to do a sniper shot? It's just, she's not holding a rifle, she's just positioning the knee itself. And cocking it just right, a little laser beam shoots out of a section of the knee that just, because her joints are, very obviously disconnected from each other. It's almost like the joint itself is the laser beam.
And yeah, as you do so, it is very clear that you have heavy cybernetic augmentations at this point. But you sweep this. What color is the laser? I'll ask.
Red.
Okay, cool.
Just red.
You sweep this red laser across, and you, unfortunately, with the way that like you're having to shoot this because it's coming out of your knee, it's difficult to actually get it in like a sweeping motion, and as such, it only really clears a couple of them out, as it doesn't. You realize that the power behind it isn't enough to just kind of sweep across like a giant blade, and instead on the few that it hits, the flesh does actually block the light, and it looks like it would have taken a bit of effort to clear out a decent path with this, but there's at least an area that you could quite easily stand without getting accosted by these things.
Well, this is gonna be tedious.
There's gotta be...
Any other plans?
I mean, there's gotta be some kind of way to climb over them, maybe? Or get around them?
No, we're gonna fucking build a bridge?
Yeah,
break down a skyscraper and knock it across these fuckers?
That's what I'm gonna do. Yep, I'm gonna take my big sword and I'm just gonna cut a whole skyscraper down. Yep, that's the plan.
Don't worry, I'll help.
We've got all of
Where's the
eternity.
chainsaw again?
All right,
I'm a lumberjack and I don't care.
Are you gonna go in with your chainsaw?
That was me partially joking about cutting down a building, but I'm willing to try the chainsaw again.
Just try to saw through the things. Like, the chainsaw should have
Just
dismember too,
aim
right?
at them.
The
Okay.
chainsaw does have dismember, yes.
Yes. Could someone lend me a forearm?
Uh,
Can I do that? Because I just did a thing.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Okay, forearm, I think it's just a +1.
yeah, it
Yeah.
just gives
All
a
I need.
+1. I'll give you a +1 as well with mine, I suppose. Do I need to like roll to do that, or I don't know?
No, crit
So,
fails.
so the
No
way that
crit
I'll
fails.
say this is that because you're both attempting to assist, I'm basically imagining that the way that this works is Else leads with her chainsaw, and you're kind of like cutting down a path. And what Jai and Lynette are doing is you both have one of your hands on different sides of her shirt. And what you're doing is, as you spot these things coming in from different directions, you're giving Else a tug so that she can just turn around and immediately cut it down.
I see. So if this fails, we're tugging at the same time.
If this fails, I'm basically going to say that all of you are going to take damage because this is specifically all of you working together.
Alright, let's
Oh,
give it a
boy.
try.
Okay.
So you've got a
will
+2.
give you- I'm going to give you an extra +1 on top of this, so +3 total because
Tonic.
because this is a
Tonic.
cool little teamwork thing. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
roll it.
and we're more acutely aware of how terrible these things are.
Fuck
Oh,
Oh my
no.
god. God, how does this keep... I don't even understand anymore, dude. This is insane.
What is
Oh, no.
happening?
you. Okay, may I ask, what
We're
does melee
fucking-
attack 2 mean again?
That's the damage
That's
you do.
the damage. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, but again, thankfully, it's not like a horrible cataclysm or anything. It's just we fuck up again.
Yeah, four is just a fuck up. So
We're a
you-
bad team.
You start cutting a path through this field of strange vertical red things.
You're doing your best to avoid the word tentacles, aren't you?
No, I'm trying to avoid the word leeches specifically.
I
They're
see.
they're leeches that can spring teeth out of the side of them. but you're pushing through, and there's a level of hesitance that you didn't expect else as you're cutting through. It's so messy, and this stuff starts to just splatter everywhere. I'm gonna basically say, yeah, I'm gonna say that rather than damage on this occasion, else could you please make me a madness check?
Okay. So, do you want to do anything to make that worse for me? Like, you can if you like. It would make sense, unfortunately.
How could it possibly get worse?
With a 4, that's actually not that bad of a fail, so just make the check.
Okay.
Oh,
I saw that.
I saw that 8. Yeah. Damn.
So you
fine.
failed, which means that you take a point of madness on one of your fetters.
Okay. Back up to 2 with Z.
And what basically happens is the reason you take that madness point is because as you're pushing through, and as this horrible fucking mess of just this odd red entity is just flying everywhere, you realize that inside of them is this excessive amount of this crimson liquid, and as it's hitting your face, you feel this horrible warmth coming from it, and that's when you recall again the horrible fucking fact that this is blood, and it's just like, oh fuck, this is terrible. And it's just like you're literally mowing a path through a field of fucking blood.
No. We need to go back. Please. Please,
Okay.
please.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
All right. Well, yeah. We
You're
probably only
you're
got a
pretty
few
deep
steps
in
in.
at this point.
Oh,
You're
well, really?
you're
Okay.
You're about halfway through at this point, so
Oh,
it's either
fuck.
going
Okay.
Faster go this way, faster go this way.
Okay.
And I should mention that you are seeing that at the start of the pathway, there seems to be new ones springing up.
Oh God. Okay. So let me quickly take a look here. I think I'm gonna try to do something here. I mean, yeah, this would just be the best. She Zai kind of is like, she kind of like looks back, realizing like, well, fuck, if we've made it this far in, we'll never get this far in again if we go back, maybe. So she's just like, here, she helps her turn the thing off, and she like steps in front of her, and she just like, not with like any kind of not with any kind of battle fervor or like determination, but just with sort of like a sick reluctance, she starts trying to just swing her arm and hack away at these things with her sword as best she can.
And with the shape of it, this is essentially like you fucking taking a scythe and reaping through this literal field of leeches.
Exactly, because the sword is
simile of farming from the old ages.
Yeah, the sword is basically like a very long katana. And all right, I need to check because I have passive bonuses to this. So let me just quickly double check here.
The superior katana, well, it's barely a katana the way that it is on your body, but yeah, no, the part which is known as the katana has bonuses.
Yes, and I also have a skill that gives me a bonus, and everything else I have is like bonus damage. Okay. Yep. All right. Here we go. Gonna give it my best shot.
I'm not sure if Else can support because she is probably a gibbering mass at the moment.
Yeah, no, you can't.
My apologies.
Can I support, or would that make... Well, nah.
I think we're good. We're good.
Yeah. And with that, you...
Finally. And that is a crit, in fact. Because of the...
not quite. It's 11s are technically a crit.
Oh, okay, not...
It's a nat 10, though.
It is a nat 10, okay.
But it is a nat 10, which is a sure success. But yeah, you, like some twisted reaper, you start cutting these things down in front of you, and unlike the chainsaw, which is throwing horrible amounts of gore everywhere, it is just like out of character. It is like wheat just being felled, and they all just fall to the ground in these horrible bunches. And you hear it's almost as if like they are landing and kind of like wriggling away into other crevices and such. Whether or not they'll survive, you don't know. But regardless, you carve out a path cleanly and perfectly, and you reach the other side.
I think
a little worse for wear.
Yeah, I think in the interest of being fair with like even though Zai was like oblivious before, this like liquid is still pretty disgusting, and like to be fair in regards to like, you know, what my subclass is, I feel like I should probably make a madness check as well for this.
I was about to say actually, if everybody could, sorry, not everybody. Oh
whoa,
boy!
Whoa! Everything
I just
okay?
grabbed something. Never mind. Yep.
Jai and Lynette, could you please make me just a flat roll, please?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I love rolling.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh no.
Don't worry. Hey, Lynette, that's actually that's a good thing.
Oh, it's a
Jai,
good thing.
Yeah, because this is to realize what it is. Yeah.
Jai, you realize that this is blood. Please make a madness check for me.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
Jesus.
maybe I'll do well this time.
Oh,
You
okay.
are fine.
Don't no. Do you know what? Okay, I can actually, if you'll allow me, this is actually more fucked up almost, because she's like, as she's like swinging through these things, it doesn't look cool at all. Like she's like, it looks more like, you know, like a scared kid, you know, flailing around, you know, because she's just desperately trying to like get the rest of the way through these things, and she realizes like what it is. Like, okay, yeah, this is like, you know, the worst thing it could possibly be. This is disgusting. But as she's doing it, like disturbingly to, you know, to her and anyone else who would notice, even though she like hates this, like she's going through it and her pupils kind of like dilate a bit as she gets like covered in this gross stuff, and like she like hates it, but like disturbingly kind of really okay with it too, and like that kind of freaks her out. But again, we get to the other side and just I imagine her just panting, exhausted.
Question: do you have a overwhelming urge to open your mouth?
Probably. I wouldn't call it overwhelming, but at this point. But again, like she looks odd, but at the other end of this like field of leeches.
Nevertheless, regardless of how you look, once we're relatively clear, Else runs up to you and hugs you. Thank you. I'm sorry.
It's okay. She wraps. She hugs her close as well, and just like, I imagine they just like rock back and forth, holding each other for a minute.
Huh, that was fucked up, right?
Yeah, you don't
okay?
fucking say. Yeah. Oh.
I'm fine. You two okay? You kind of freaked out there.
Yeah, that was just gross is all. And they were everywhere. Fuck. She kind of like with her she carefully, to avoid poking her with any of the spikes, she with her hand like kind of like wipes off Elsa's face of some of the blood, like cleans it a little.
Do you want to make a conversation check? Because that
sure.
is specifically you being caring for Else, both of you. All right, and Else?
So because I got that new memory, can I clear another one?
Yes. So since you now have another memory, COD, you unfortunately aren't able to clear this.
Nope. But I'm soaking up these ones, guys. It's fine.
It's fine. We're good. We're
It's
okay.
fine.
Before we carry
Everything's
on,
fine.
let's just take 5 minutes, mainly because I need the toilet. Be right back.
Same for some reason. So
Okay. Let me see if I can find the pieces of my watercolor palette that fell out.
yeah, I'll be back in a moment, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just mute while I scrumble.
Oh. How's it going, chat? How you liking it so far? Whew.
This is what I get for having the urge to draw midstream. Fucking dropping my palette on the ground.
You're good. You're good. You didn't break it, did you?
Nah, it's one of the kinds that has like half pans in it, so they just all kind of tumbled out. But because it fell out when it was on my lap, it went everywhere, including in the trash can. So I just had to scrumble through that, which is not great when you have a apple core in there.
Oh, jeez. All right, well, get
It's
yourself
fine. I got my own little
situated.
gross out moment. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
great.
fixing it up.
But yeah,
I'm doing fine, CBH. My one nat one was to not have a bad thing happen.
Yep. Yeah, in regards to all the ones, yes, we are rolling a lot of ones for sure, but part of the reason part of why this system is so interesting is the idea that, like, you're critting more often in one direction or the other, but the idea of, like, supporting or hindering rolls, which is literally just, like, boosting them or debuffing them, is very important in this system, because doing that can literally turn success into failure or failure into a success, or it can turn a crit fail into just a regular fail, which is very good. Or
for example,
making an enemy crit fail you can do.
Yeah, but for example, let's say that no one supported me when I tried to get the leech off of Z's leg. There's a good chance that because I have my chainsaw has a dismember thing, there's a good chance that Z would just have lost her leg.
Yeah, I could have actually lost my whole leg there. Yeah.
And more importantly, it would have destroyed your treasure.
It absolutely would have destroyed my treasure, which is, again, very bad.
Yeah. Treasure is basically one of the things keeping you sane.
Yup.
In the same way that we have these fetters to one another, we also have a fetter to our treasure. And the thing about fetters is that they're a place to put madness points to prevent you from going completely insane.
And they also let you heal a madness point after combat.
Yeah, I also just realized that we have a higher chance of getting that ones than in other systems, just for the simple fact of we have a 1 out of 10 instead of a 1 out of 20.
Which is why they've made it so that you can actually change whether it is a crit fail or not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is so cool.
I'd also... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, yeah, we're actually not doing... considering the amount of ones, this isn't. We're not doing terrible so far. Like, we've been clearing more madness than we've gained. At least I have. So,
yeah. I thankfully, here's the thing: is that I have a fair amount of madness, but I have a few spaces left to put it somewhere without things going utterly terrible. So
yeah, I'm good.
I don't. I need to succeed at a combo check at least once, please.
Well, I mean, now's your chance, because we're just comforting each other at the moment. Are we ready to resume, Savvy?
Yes, please do, by all means.
Yeah, I was actually also going to reiterate something that Savvy said in chat, which is that these characters are in their 20s or young adults, basically. It's one big thing that is completely different from how Nechronica is meant to be played, which is little girls. We think that's fucked up, so we decide no, these are adults.
Yeah, to be fair, what I had put Zai's age at least her physical age was 19, but, like, again, that's still, like, I'm pretty comfortable with that. I think that what it is supposed to be in the game is just disgusting, frankly. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, anyway. So yeah,
Yeah,
we're just
yeah,
continuing
you-
to comfort each other.
You are on the other side of this leech field, and yeah, you are comforting each other. By all means, roleplay.
You two all right, or?
Yeah. We're fine.
Okay,
My
well,
foot-
you
my
two
foot's
hug it out.
fucked
I'm
up.
just gonna keep an eye on these leeches to make sure they don't get any closer to us. Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Oh, actually, this I forgot to quickly mark Savvy that I actually do have a body part damaged too.
Cool. No problem.
From before. But yeah, okay. So what's on the other side of this leech field? Like,
You see that there is a twisting road and spiraling and webbing up the sides of these buildings are a combination of strange osseous bone-like structures alongside these, well, veins. And they are all leading, and they are becoming more and more numerous as you walk, as you are going down this road. And there is a very clear and low thumping, like that of a heartbeat, that you are making out. And at the moment you are just walking down this avenue, which is this strange hallway of web-like bone and veins and arteries.
so weird.
I
So,
think
like,
we're
we gonna
starting to
get
get-
bored or something?
I think we're starting to get to the heart of the matter.
Zai looks at these two like, really?
We gotta keep it lighthearted somehow, dear.
There's two kinds of people in the world.
Lynette and Else, make me a conversation check with a +1 in your moment of light-hearted solidarity.
Come on, big whammy. Fuck.
Not quite.
Mid-whammy.
No, not
Same
quite.
hat, same role.
Same
Oh.
roll, same roll.
You both have a brief moment of shame, which stops you from clearing a madness point.
Zai kind of
Absolutely fair.
Zai kind of shakes her head and like looks towards Lynette and says, "You don't let anything get to you, do you?"
I mean, you gotta keep the madness out somehow. What do you expect me to do? Just let the despair come in? Like, what? What do you do to keep out the despair? Fucking wallow in it?
Shush.
You shush.
It's better to. It's still weird though.
I mean, it's weird, but I can acknowledge also just the fact that it can be a bit amusing.
Yeah, well, why do I feel like you're the weirdest thing I've run into in this place?
Oh, I'm unique, dear.
I think Tonic
You
takes
could
exception
say
to
that.
Could you
No,
guys?
Tonic is a wonderful boy.
No,
and I
Tonic
love him
is
dearly.
Tonic is my best friend, dude. You be quiet.
G and Lynette, please make a conversation check with a +1 because you are playing specifically into your tie as rivals.
God damn it.
Well, mine is unease.
And
Well, you're
there's
also
no
being
way for me-
uneasy about it.
Yeah,
There's no way for me to support these, is there?
that looks cocked, but I guess that's a 7.
I guess that's a 7.
But
As,
I've cleared my max anyway.
You've cleared your max as is. I'm so sorry, Lynette.
I always
It's
fail
fine.
at these.
It's fine.
Lynette,
is
would
why
you
I
like to
have
keep
floor
talking until you can?
madness.
Lynette, would you like to keep talking so that we can just try?
No, you
there
can't
has
keep
to be
doing
a
that.
point.
Yeah, no,
You can't.
that was meant to be a joke.
Yeah.
As they are walking though, Zai will just kind of like keep her sword ready, just like again, just covered in this shit already, just looking around like at the surroundings, just
You.
so weird.
Yeah.
It's like
You. Sorry, carry on.
Sorry, I was just gonna say like people like lived here and it's fallen to whatever this is.
I mean, everything's fallen to whatever this is, I think.
I know.
At least to
well,
some extent.
Not all of it's like this though. It wasn't
Yeah,
like this at the
yeah.
factory.
Can Zai
Yeah, but the
actually...
Valkyrie has its own fucked up.
Yeah, can Zai actually, because we're passing, like, you know, buildings and such, I must assume.
Yep.
Can Zai, like, try to, like, look through one of the, like, windows of the buildings? Just, not any one in particular, just, like, kind of randomly peer inside one.
Yeah, sure. What specifically are you looking for?
She literally just wants to, like, see what it looks like on the interior. Like, if it's, like, what it is here, if it's just a dark room, if there's, like, nothing, like...
Sure. Make me a roll.
Alright. Oh, of course, there's the crit. To just look at something.
Can we just not get into any scenarios? Can we just continue to roleplay and
Yeah,
stuff?
let's just...
Apparently we're
Yeah,
fine at that.
let's just...
That's what we're good at.
I can only crit when I look at something. It's happened, like, I think, twice now.
You peer inside one of the buildings that you're passing, and you see that it's not ruined. It's in fact fairly intact, and you see that lining this this room that you're looking into, through this large window, you see shelves, and they're full, and you can't really make out what it is that's you can't read, if I'm not mistaken. So you
No, yeah, I think we established she can't read.
but there is
Yeah, I
Can't
think
read.
Lynette and Else can.
Yeah.
yeah
Yeah,
but there
Zai
is-
can't read. She doesn't remember
there
how.
is rows and rows of boxes and other things that they look like they're in you know, they're very old, obviously, but it's very clear that whatever's in here is relatively untouched.
See something interesting?
I mean, not really. It's just a room, I guess. What? I mean,
Yeah, you
I mean,
walk
we
over
might
and
as well
s-
check.
we
Yeah,
can't.
you walk over and you can see it. It's a relatively large window as it goes.
I mean, I don't think we can. We could never explore the whole city. But I mean, then again, I guess we have a lot of time.
I mean, hey, if it's
But-
intact, then that might give us some hints to, like, the past, which is always, you know, that's kind of neat.
I
Also,
mean, if you
it
want to
means
try
that
breaking
the-
a window or something, you go for it. But
Cock's arms.
yeah,
It might also
Test-
be a rather safe place, maybe.
Yeah.
true. I mean, we.
I mean, if it hasn't been touched before.
I mean, I'm assuming we still need to. I mean, again, it feels like we're being led there. We still need to find out what that thing is leading to, but we can look around, I suppose, if you guys want to.
Hell yes, I want to explore.
All right, you go for it. Why don't you make an explory roll?
Great. Should I make an explorer roll?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Uh,
That is a success.
You step inside, and as you do so, you're taken off guard for a moment, as when you open this door, there is the sound of a bell above you. And you look up, and sure enough, there is a bell attached to the door frame, which gets jostled when you open the door, seemingly on purpose. And as you take a look around, you see that on these shelves there are boxes of what looks like some kind of model kits. Like they all in the front of them, they all seem to have images of what look like different things, whether it's
Legos.
monsters or robots or anything else like that. It's difficult to make out sometimes, but you can brush your hand across the dust and the debris, and you see these faded and relatively still decently colorful by virtue of the fact that they've been shielded from the light. yeah, kits, and sure enough, when you pick one up, they shake and they got stuff inside them.
The hell are these
Holy
things?
shit.
G-U-N-D-A-N.
No,
Gundan.
it's Gundan.
Gun Dan. Maybe there's a gun in here.
There's a very normal looking man holding a large gun on the cover of this.
Ah, yes, my favorite model kit. Normal man with big gun.
Gundan.
Gundan. No, but no, she does look at these as well, and she's just kind of like, what? Like, she's not really sure what to make of them.
Takes a brief moment to open and close the door rapidly to make the bell jingle. Look at this shit. Oh my god, humans were great.
What even is that? Lynette, you're probably... Something might hear you doing that.
It's an earlier
But
warning
it's
system.
so pretty.
Lynette, you know what, Lynette? Make me a roll of a +1 because that's cute, and that is you reveling in how cool humans were.
What
God.
the you
fuck's
guys?
sake.
You know what?
So
Fuck
bad
the
at
dice.
this
I
shit.
don't care. Clear a madness point. That was you genuinely enjoying that. That was a nice piece of roleplay. I want to reward you.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Again, like the ones are coming in hot this game. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. No, and as Necromancer at this point, I do
When
actually
you
want to
are-
reward you for
As Necromancer, I'm gonna throw you a bone on this one.
Lynette, when did you pick up that shotgun?
But yeah, no, you're doing that, and you're
Damn
just
it, God.
genuinely reveling in the ingenuity of humans.
God, it's just a little bell, but it's positioned just right to where this door makes it jingle. This is God. Are you seeing this shit?
Sai just rolls her eyes. She's looking at the other stuff on the shelves and stuff. I mean, I don't think anything in here is particularly useful, but
I don't know. Open one of these
guess.
boxes.
You open it up, and there is plastic on little frames, and faded old instruction.
Oh no,
Become-
Z can't read.
They come in.
I can't
Small
read,
parts.
and it doesn't seem like you could use this for some kind of part or anything, so, yeah.
And it looks like you put them together. Is it like us?
Oh,
Maybe
like,
this is what we came from.
wait, you like, oh, okay, so are you supposed to, like, fit the pieces together and that, like, makes something? Like, does it, does it make,
yeah,
like,
Look at the thing on the cover.
Oh,
on the
okay.
on the box.
Yeah,
Huh.
Jai, you actually look at the instructions, and sure enough, you actually see.
well, they're
it's actually
they're
no-
pictures, so, yeah.
Yeah, there's actually, well, not just pictures. There's actually like no words on the instructions. It is legitimately just like pictures of the
Oh,
things
yeah.
and how they fit together.
Oh. I wonder. Yeah, I guess it is like us in a way, with how, I guess, something put us together. That's kind of, I don't like that thought, but
The difference is that we're alive. So
well,
you know
I
these
mean,
things weren't alive. Let's try making one.
we can like move around and stuff.
Build
I
life.
don't
Build
think-
life.
I don't think that we have the time.
But you
Yeah,
could, if you
yeah.
liked, you could take one and some tools for later if you wanted.
You never know when this will be useful. Maybe we'll need to make a little man.
Would you like to keep it in my crate?
Sure. You never know when
Alright.
you need to make a little robot man to distract a giant monster. It could be
Some-
helpful.
One of you feel free to note down that you have taken a model kit and model tools.
Where the
So
fuck
what
would
were
you put
there?
that on this sheet?
I think it'll probably be best if Lynette puts it on their sheet because
Yeah,
I
I'll
mean,
just
you're
put it
using a
on
Google
mine. 'cause-
Doc. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah.
using a doc.
So what else do you think there were? Think there's like a picture of us somewhere and someone sat down and like fit the pieces together. Is that it?
I mean, someone had to, like, create the instructions for this. Who knows? Maybe the person who made us made instructions, and that's why there's so many of us. They just had the base model, and then they add cool little bits.
I mean, why? I don't know why you're saying there's so many of us when there's only 3 of us.
I mean, would you be able to create even one of us?
I mean, not unless I had instructions, I guess.
Exactly.
Well, you hang on to that, I guess, weirdo.
I will.
For the sake of it, before we move on, Lynette, one more conversation.
Yeah, one more try.
Because you're legitimately doing good roleplay. This isn't me throwing you a bone. You're legit. Thank you.
There we go, Dice. Thank
You're
you.
legit having good roleplay, which is what I want to rule. So, okay, with that, let's move on from the model kit store.
Yeah, I think that's a one with Z, maybe. But it's up
Yeah.
to you.
I got the one away from you, so I'm no longer in negatives, and I got one away from Z, so I have that in 2.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. All right, so I think
you-
we just keep going at some point.
You move on, and it's quite fortuitous that you'd found that place because the rest are ruined. It is after some time that you a short time, I should say, actually, you eventually come to what looks like the end of this road, and quite
End of the line.
and with some despair, you come to the end of it, and you realize that it's not just the end. You see that stretching before you is a sheer cliff, and but you see as while the a large amount of these veins spread down this cliff, to the right you see that a fork in the road continues alongside the edge of it, and that's when you all turn and you have this moment of just like, oh well, this is going to be super dangerous if we go down here. But you look to the right and you see that there is one of those skyscrapers, and it's fallen, and it's leant up against this cliff, and you see that in the little light that is breaching through the horrible clouds and ashen atmosphere, you can see the glint of glass along this tipped building.
You guys
I guess-
thinking what I'm thinking?
I guess that's one way to get down.
We might as well try.
All right, well, let's try to find a door or something. If not, I can try to break a window.
You walk over, and as you get to the top of it, you realize that the top of what would have been the very pinnacle of this building has been essentially cleaved off, and there is debris all around where it has fallen, and instead it seems to almost have wedged itself up against this cliff, to such a degree that with a short drop you find that the side of this building, the glass, acts as a slope downwards, and it is there doesn't seem to be any kind of manufactured way to open these windows, and they look like they're quite tough as well. Everybody please make me a roll. Cod, please make it with a +1.
Hey.
663.
It ain't a 1, but
Yeah.
Well, Lynette and Jai, you spot as you are walking down, you spot that there are some figures on the horizon. Well, on the horizon, there are some figures further down.
Down the building.
Yeah, on this slope,
Oh no.
on the glass.
So, all right. So yeah, I would stop and
Oh.
That's a bit loud.
Zai would stop and hold up her sword again and sort of like look like, are the figures moving? Like, do they look dangerous?
They're moving, and they seem to be rather sluggish. And
Uh-oh.
yeah, you realize at this point that they're moving a lot like some things that you saw in the factory, but they look different. It is as you peer down at them that you see, as they turn around, that in place of regular flesh and bone, you see the same substances which had been lining the walls and buildings, sprawling out across their faces and pushing out from any orifice which offers any kind of escape. And you see these veins just wriggling around on the surface of of what may have been humans once, but they are unrecognizable. And it is when you see them that they turn to you, and the pulsing along these veins that network these horrible and just disgusting individuals, it pulses, and with that pulse you feel and hear this massive beat of a heart, and a brief ray of light for just half a second, against all odds, manages to breach the cloud line. And you realize that what you thought was just the shadowed base of this cliff, you see that the light shines up from it. And it doesn't bounce back white, but it is a crimson red. You see an ocean of crimson pooled around the base of this tower and at the bottom of this skyscraper. And it is when that reflection lands and crawls up the building, almost like a spotlight finding its way to its actors and settling on you for but a moment before traveling further across the landscape. You see that revealing itself is this glinting and horribly writhing mass of leeches roiling beneath the surface, not only of this ocean of blood, but beneath the glass that you are standing on. We're gonna initiate combat, guys.
Oh,
Great.
boy.
And let me get this music on for the combat. All right. So everybody, please place your tokens at the appropriate initiative on the right, please.
Okay.
What are we doing for the other positioning thing?
I'll show you in a moment. I just need to
Okay.
Give him a sec, yeah.
Hold on. I'm finding a few assets which I need.
May I propose that we leave?
I don't think that's an option.
All right. So I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need this a couple of times, in fact. I'm just checking what I have written out here. I did list everything that's in this combat. So we got that. Yup. Okay, that's all of it. So let me just color these or tint these accordingly.
What's scarier than this, horrible combat unfolding before us is the fact that there's fan art for Gundan.
Gundan.
Oh no.
People are monsters.
We're going to mark these ones in red and purple, and then we're going to copy the lot. Because, as I'm about to show, let me drop to the map layer. We have a combat, baby!
Yeah, alright. Do we need to make copies and put them over there, basically?
Yes, let me copy-paste you guys.
Oh boy.
So, please place yourself in your appropriate starting
Let me
positions.
remember, I
I think we're all. I think we're all. Oh no. Okay, you're in Elysium. All right.
Yeah, that's why I need distance.
Hold on, I'm just gonna quickly.
Oh, this is a very good way to show this, Sav.
No, thank you.
I like how you decided to do it. Oh, whoa! I'm trying to get the scrolling right, chat. Whoa. Okay.
I'm just quickly sorting out labels because, of course, they didn't fucking actually save. So, my apologies for that.
Why would they? There we go. That's good.
This is here.
No! Come on, roll 20.
This starts up here, and then we have these.
I can't get the...
Just zoom in and focus on a particular thing at any given time, I think. Just focus on whatever's happening.
I've got this. There we go.
Got
I've got this. That's close enough. There we go.
They start on here. Okay. I'm just keeping them relatively separate from you guys so that I don't... Oh, no, wait. So they start on 8, and you start on 9. Okay. Right, so we have ourselves a very interesting... we have ourselves a very interesting combat system here, guys, which I'm very excited to run.
Oh, yeah. This is very cool.
We're going to have to do a quick explanation so people can actually keep track of what the fuck is happening, because this is unlike any combat system we've ever run. The way that this works is that there is initiative, but initiative is the resource used to dictate what you do. So rather than it just being the way determining whose turn it is, it also determines who can do how much, essentially. So let's say that Lynette decides to make an attack which takes 2 of her initiative, which is known as action points. If she did so, she wouldn't just do the attack and that's it. She would reduce herself to 11 on the initiative, like so. And what that means is she does her attack, and because she's still at the top of the initiative, she gets to go again. But let's say that this time she spends 3 on doing something. She instead goes down to 8, and now next up on the initiative is Jai. So, essentially, combat is whose turn it is dictated by what you are doing. Big, strong attacks take more action points and thus will mean that you act less often, and small, weaker attacks or movement will take less action points and thus mean that you're more likely to be able to do more before the enemies can act. And whenever it rolls around to, say, as we can see here, Jai and the horror at the bottom of the skyscraper act on the same turn, it means that they do things simultaneously, essentially. And as we can see on the battle map, we don't have squares, we have areas. There is Eden, Elysium, Limbo, Hades, and Tartarus. Eden is the location that is closest to the safe spot. Tartarus is the most dangerous part of the battlefield. What they actually are is determined by what the fight is. In this case, I've quite clearly described, Eden is the top of the skyscraper and back on top of the cliff. Tartarus is down in the fucking blood pools with this writhing mass of heart muscle and leeches. With that, I am going to give you guys, first of all, resolve your karma, which was find the source of the red trail. You have found it. Give yourselves 2 favor each.
Nice.
Add a new karma, which is... actually, add yourself 2 new karmas. One of them, I didn't mention this, but you can actually see on the distance from this cliff, you can see that there is a spot in the city which is lit up with electrical lights. So the first karma is reach the source of the light, and the second karma, which is relevant for this combat, so the second goal, I should say, is either defeat or get past the monster at the bottom of the tower.
Sounds good.
So the win condition is not to annihilate all enemies. It is either to destroy the horror at the bottom or get past him.
Okay.
Okay, and with that, yeah.
Sorry. So Tartarus, the bottom is Tartarus, and we're going into a pool of blood that is writhing with leeches.
Yes, a giant mass of them. Okay. and with-
Lovely.
So
With
Why are we
that-
doing this?
because you've spotted the only sign of life in this city, which is the
It's on the far side.
yeah.
the light source, which is would require you.
If
to
we
go to the bottom
retreat,
of this
it won't
cliff.
solve anything. So we need to. So
I'll
okay.
apologize. I didn't mean to have like a whole spiel when you got to the edge of the cliff, but honestly, I forgot, and we need to rush along a little.
No,
That's fine.
it's fine.
Also, just to quickly clear up some terminology we'll be using, each like column along the or like row along the side with a number is a count. There are no technical turns in this game, so what you would think of normally as a round where like everybody gets to down to 0 and then resets, that is what's called a turn in this game. So we'll usually be saying round just for the sake of it, but like just so you know that if
Yeah,
we read a
the-
description then and it says turn, that's what it means.
Yeah, we find it easier to refer to the entire initiative as a round, just because that's what we're used to. When you hear us say count, that means the number that we're on. Okay.
All right, so now just to clear up, so what are the enemies immediately around us? Like, what does each token
Yes.
represent?
So the purple and red colored legions, which are in limbo with you, those are so the pink ones are the writhing mass of leeches underneath the glass.
Oh boy.
The red ones are zombies. The white ones in Hades are more zombies, but they are the one they have like the white osseous growths and also the veins spreading out from them, basically indicating that these things are part of whatever this colony of leeches is.
And this guy?
That thing, I will describe now. It is as they all turn to realize that you are there. Through one of the windows, sprouting upwards, is a column of writhing flesh, red and crimson, much like the rest of the leeches. But this thing is larger. It is this huge one, and it has these horrible branch-like capillaries sprouting out of its back, almost like some twisted flower spreading a display for you. And you can see that sprouting out from it is more of this, it's like a colony of leeches unto itself living on its belly. It seems relatively immobile, but it is sprouting out of the window, and it looks like it has an immense reach with these tentacle-like leeches which are sprouting off of it. So it's
God.
a big chunky leech. And with that,
Chunky.
Lynette, you are up first.
Oh boy.
As usual.
As usual. I think I'm gonna use my laser beam to try to hit the big boy, because it has 3 range. Yeah, it's just shooting +1 in dismember.
Okay. Right, in which case, roll with a +1 and see if you can hit.
No, the one is for attack damage.
Oh, okay, in which case, just shoot.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, thank God.
That is a hit. How much does that, what AP cost is that?
That is 3.
So
I've
reduce
brought
yourself to 10.
all the way down. Yeah.
Okay. So that is 1 damage, is that right?
Yes. Plus
And
dismember.
Dismember. So dismember would normally be relevant if they were fighting other dolls, as they're called, other intelligent beings, where you can basically target specific parts of their body to cut off. So normally dismember would allow you to cut off an entire arm. Because these are classified as horrors, instead, because they don't have typical locations, they don't care too much about what part of the body it hits. And as a result, it just means that dismember does double damage. So you do 2 damage to this thing.
Okay.
And let me find Yeah, it blasts into this thing, and you smell coagulated, burning blood, even from how far up you are on the building. You see this beam of red light just burn into this thing with intensity, and yeah, sure enough, you see that there is this horrible charred chunk of it which dips beneath the water once again. You can't tell exactly what effect it had on it, but it did do damage. Let me quickly mark off, because I'm using a paint. I'm using a paint copy-pasted thing of this, so I can cross them out
lovely.
specifically. So
Which thing did you shoot precisely again?
The
I
thing in
shot the
Tartarus.
big chunky boy in
Oh,
Tartarus.
okay.
Chungus.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm gonna do too.
I'm just gonna check something real quick. Yes. So, what you do notice, however, it does reduce itself on the initiative.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Guess I removed a part that gives it, like, action points or something.
Maybe.
You can't tell. So in case you hadn't gathered, the pool of blood at the bottom is making it so that I get to obfuscate exactly what parts of it you're damaging.
Yeah.
Okay. So next up is Lynette and Jai at the same time.
Well, my action's pretty simple. Just right off the bat, I'm gonna move to Hades, and that costs 3.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
let
so
me-
fast.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I
Jai,
figured there'd be something.
upon moving, the pillar of leeches that was relatively close by you, there is a horrible squeal which almost sounds like it is being like undertoned by a raking of teeth against teeth. And the mass of lesser leeches underneath its belly lash out and wrap around you. I'm gonna make a roll to see if it successfully hinders your movement.
Oh no.
Can I
But I
hinder the
need
hinder?
to be in Hades. You
Um,
can, but it doesn't look like it succeeds.
I don't think it's gonna succeed. Let me check my lexicon because I wanted to make sure that I
Yeah.
do.
Do you need to do? I'm sorry, but do you need to do anything to hinder, or are you just calling it hinder because of the movement kind of thing?
I'm just checking because hinder movement is actually something different.
Oh, yeah.
Maneuvers. Here we go. I should have had this open already. Hinder X. Target within range takes a penalty of -X from the result of the die roll. That's not the same thing. We're looking at hinder move 1. Oh, I don't have to roll for it then. It just happens.
Oh,
it just stops you
all
from
right.
moving.
Do I still spend the cost?
You do, unfortunately.
All right, I'm still
However,
back.
It does mean that move is used up for this turn.
Okay.
And it has reduced itself on the initiative. So yeah,
So
it
now
wraps
it's just
around you,
Lynette
and
again.
you are struggling against it, but it is holding you in place.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
lovely.
All right, go Lynette.
Oh, that's beautiful. Let me see what I got. Guess I don't have much range, so I guess I'll just. Where's one of my movement things? I'll just move in. So that's a 3 cost. So 1, 2. Yeah, I go
Yeah,
down
you've
here.
been beside C.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means it's else the horror at the bottom of the tower and the zombies in Hades. So the zombies in Hades, what they are going to do is they are going to use Shamble to move 1 into limbo.
Huh.
And
The party is getting crazy.
it is getting crazy.
Up in
You
here, up
can't
in
make
here.
and you can't make out what the horror is intending to do. Else, what are you doing? Because you actually, I forgot to say, you actually get to go first before the you get to say what you're doing first before the horrors do.
Oh, me? Yeah.
Yeah, you go simultaneously, but you are actually meant to announce what you're doing first.
Okay. The biggest issue here in terms of us progressing seems to be the big leech, or the big amalgamation of leeches.
Big chungus.
Yeah, I'm going to go over and, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm going to use chainsaw and hope that.
What are you using it on?
The giant leech, the one that's technically gripping, the one that's gripping Z.
Ah, yes, go for it.
Yes.
Oh boy. Hey, does anyone have a support move to turn that into a crit?
I think I do. Let me check.
You should be able to use your forearm.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I
Well, I'm just seeing if I have something that's any better that.
I do remember that you have arm
Oh,
vice.
I
You
do
have
have
arm
arm
vice,
vice.
yeah.
I can do that. That's a check action.
yeah, do that.
Yeah. So what's that? That's a
That's
how much?
2.
So that's a 12.
So that would turn it into a 12. And the way that crits work is that you deal extra damage equal to how far above 10 you are.
And I am using my chainsaw is melee attack 2, and it has dismember. So in other words, I just did 4 times 2. Unless it has dismember.
You know, I haven't actually checked. So... Oh no, we did check last time, didn't we? That you calculate the crit after you've calculated the damage. Yeah. So, or rather, no, you calculate the damage after the crit. So what? Yeah, that is literally 4 times 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just did 8 damage to this thing.
So, Lynette, describe how you help using your arm vice. And I believe we agreed that it's basically you have cybernetic arms which have super strength behind, right?
Yeah.
So how do you help?
Out from behind her hair, Lynette has 2 tentacle arms swing out from like the base of her neck, and they grab onto Elsa's target so that she can basically effectively go, I'm going to cut it here, and just slashy this motherfucker.
You're setting him up.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah.
Yeah. The two mechano tentacles from under your hair lash out towards this thing, which is similarly also got its own tentacles, and you grab one end of it, hold the other, and you force it is writhing against you with all of this massive muscle underneath of it, but you manage to pull it in a way that you pull it taut and provide a solid surface which isn't moving for Else to just fucking ram her chainsaw into the side of it. Else, do you want to describe this hit?
Else literally looks over, sees that it's trying to grip Z, remembers back earlier on when one of those had wrapped around Z's leg, and her mind goes blank for a second. Before she knows it, she's right next to the thing. She sees a pair of mechanical tentacles reach out and pull it out so that one side is trying to pull at Z, the other side is being pulled back. So there's this one area that seems to be stretched, and she didn't know, but she had raised her chainsaw all the way above her head, practically bowing backwards with the weight of this thing, and she slams it down. It comes down and it bites deep. There's probably a shower of gore that just there is behind her
going everywhere.
Yeah, behind the force of the blood is probably so immense that her leg, it looks as though she has a negative shadow because the blood is being blocked by her body, and it's leaving a else-shaped hole of unbloodied window.
God.
Yeah, and as
Fantastic.
you do that, the teeth start biting into the side of this thing, and you realize that it is thick meat underneath this thing. It is going to, it uses a cost 1 to defend 2, so you still deal 2 damage, but it manages to hold back against a lot of it.
Okay, is that 2 or 4? Because again, It is a dismember thing.
Yeah, so because these are horrors, it literally just acts as a multiplier. So what it means is that the 4 has been reduced by 2 to 2. So
Okay, so
so
it
you
still took about 4 damage.
yeah, it still took 2 damage. Oh wait, are you saying it's 8 damage total?
If it's two, and we got the crit, which brought it up to 2 damage plus the 2 from the crit, and it has my chainsaw has got dismember.
Oh fuck!
So
Yeah,
that's why I was saying 8.
Oh, yeah,
because
you
it's 4 times 2. This would be either 6 or 4.
you reduce it to fucking 6 from 8. Oh my god, this thing blocks 2 of the 8 damage. Holy shit!
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
It's still probably not looking the best.
Okay.
What's
yeah,
worse is I'm about to do something even dumber. It gets to me.
I think oh my fucking god. Let's get rid of that as well. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck, I still need to pick 2 things destroyed.
Oh
my God.
Just for chat's benefit, are you attacking the horror, by the way, Cod?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
it's the one that tried to
It's the
grapple
big
you.
guy, yeah, okay, I was
Yeah.
just curious. For chat's benefit, too, the reason why the base enemies are called legions is because there's a bunch of them. But they act as one unit. So their HP isn't HP, it's how many of them you kill when you attack them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Which is so good.
So, for
I just
example,
think
if I had
that-
attacked a legion, there'd be 8 corpses now.
Yeah, there would
but
actually have killed 8 of them, yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna just throw out there this thing here, the one that you just fucking dug into. That thing's already fucking half dead. It is looking awful. You've just cut into this thing's neck. Well, the whole thing is a neck, but you know what I mean. It's looking fucking bad. Man, you just.
I
Fucking
think we can do this.
Yup.
Hands off.
We're okay so far.
next up is the horror and the zombies. The zombies. This technically happens simultaneously. Yeah, so the zombies are going to move, which will put them down by 3. 1, 2, 3. However, what that means... Well, we will see what that means. The horror is going to... Yep, that would be, that would be what it is.
Oh no.
Yep, okay. Yeah, you all hear a rumbling. And there is another sound of this heartbeat almost. You see the veins on the zombies and the leeches beneath you. You see them all pulse in this grotesque fashion. And all of a sudden, from beneath you, despite the fact that this thing is at the bottom of the tower, these huge writhing, pulsing tentacles erupt from the glass beneath you, and they are gonna strike. I think they're gonna go for Else. That's for sure.
Yeah,
actually.
because I'm going to go on a wild suggestion here, considering the fact that we just saw it for 2 tentacles. That I am technically attacking this thing.
Let me roll that real quick. Yep, and let me see. No, I can't turn that into a crit, unfortunately. For me.
Oh,
Thank
I'm
God.
so sorry.
Oh, thank goodness.
Jesus fuck. Alright.
Yeah, that is that, and it deals. Yeah, that is 3 damage to you, Else.
Oh.
And it's a 9, so that's to my arms, right?
That is correct.
Can you use your defend? Don't you have a defend thing?
That's on my torso.
But can't
but
you?
that means-
No, you can use
that
it at
doesn't-
any time. Yeah.
You can use it any time for any part of your body.
Okay, in which case
Just
I'm
where
going
it's
to.
located is your body.
Okay. in which
It's
case
just
I'm
you can
going
only
to-
use it once a round, which
Yeah.
I mean it seems like a good time.
Yeah, I'm going to use my coffin then, which defends 2. So
Mm-hmm.
that's 1 damage, and does that mean that the coffin's damaged or my arm?
So no. So the way it works is
You
sorry,
just
'cause we're still
partially
getting
block
used
it.
to this.
That's all.
Yeah, we're getting used to the system as well. So what happens is basically, it's gonna deal 3 damage to your arms because of the 9. You use your coffin to block some of the damage, and then that's just that. It doesn't then get damaged itself. It just blocks one of the damage.
Okay, well, 2. It's defend 2.
Oh shit! In which case you only take 1 damage to the arms.
Yeah, and I'm going to take that to the shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah.
You break your shoulder. Yeah, it tries to wrap around you, or rather, it tries to pierce up through the glass and strike you. But you manage to, in time, just move this huge bag of random parts in the way, and it cushions the blow, but it dislocates and destroys your shoulder in the process from the weight of this massive hit. Yeah, and that is going to reduce his action points by 3. So 1, 2, 3, like that. Next up is the other zombie. Oh, my apologies. The other zombies should have actually gone on the same turn. My bad.
Yeah.
I actually, they were meant to be here. Yeah. So these ones would have actually.
These are the leech zombies.
All of the zombies are leech zombies.
Oh well. All right.
Yeah.
Underneath or over is the question.
They're the ones that are over. The purple ones are under, I believe.
Yeah, the purple ones are just leeches underneath.
Just under the thing. Yeah.
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 Go on.
Gotcha,
and yeah,
gotcha.
So yeah, sorry. So these would have done an attack, and because there is 10 of them in this group, it's going to be a chain attack. Because the way that zombies work is that they get extra attacks for every 10 in their group. So yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to ask, does anyone want me to negate that? Because I have meat shield.
Oh, who? I'm sorry. Who is the damage on again? I'm sorry.
I was about to say this is going towards Lynette. A group of zombies is about to mob Lynette.
And what does Meat Shield do? It makes them attack you.
No, it just literally what meat shield does. If the damage received by the target is caused by an attack maneuver, you may negate any number and combination of effects other than damage of your choosing of an attack. So it includes area, chain, dismember, explosive, stagger.
Yeah, I
we don't know.
Appreciate that because I think I'm.
Well, we don't know. We don't know if it's any of those yet.
Hit.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if they're gonna hit, and we don't know if it has any of those properties yet. Like
Okay.
you can wait.
Just
and
heard
see.
that it's a legion.
Guys. GM,
Yep.
Sorry.
I'm the one who's been doing the rules here.
Okay.
Chill out. I appreciate it, but
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm here. That's what I'm here to do for you guys. Don't worry. Okay. Relax.
You good?
Yep. No. Sorry.
Okay, so what's going to happen is this group of zombies is going to attack Lynette. So I'll roll that.
Okay.
That is a 10.
Oh no! Yeah, I think
And,
meat shield would be appreciated.
Yeah, so now what happens after that is because there is 10 of them, they get to attack an additional time on top of that.
Oh
So
boy!
now you can meet shields to negate the chain attack if you want.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So.
Okay.
Literally, it's a 0 cost.
Oh shit. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
you,
because you're getting
you
damage
negate
from
the
it.
chain attack, but that does still mean, however, that Lynette is going to take 1 damage to the head.
Oh boy! Let me see.
Okay.
What can I do? I got.
Also, I'm going to ask again, Lynette, do you really have that many damage parts?
Yep.
Yeah, she does.
Okay. Damn. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna damage my eyes.
God. So what happens is they mob you, and as they are raking and clawing at you with their horrible hands, which you realize are actually lined with these lamprey-like teeth, as they are swarming on top of you, one of them manages to latch onto your shoulders, and the leech-like veins that are sprawling across it almost leap off of it and then just start driving into your eyes.
Oh god!
God.
Oh fuck!
And that will reduce his by, I believe, 3. No, by 2. So 1, 2. Those zombies.
Yeah,
do that.
let me see. What does eyes do? It reduced. Since it took away my eyes, which have an action point, do I move down one then?
No, it just means that next turn you won't refresh that action point.
Yeah, you'd start
okay.
at 12.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you don't
Gotcha.
go down. Yeah.
All right, just making sure.
Cool. So,
Cool, though, you're cool.
now at the top of the initiative is the leeches underneath. What they do is, well, they're gonna attack, but more importantly, they're gonna reveal the gimmick of this match.
Ah.
Oh boy.
I love gimmicks.
Oh, I think I know what they're about to do.
Oh, I see.
They swarm up from the windows, and the glass underneath all of you starts to crack, and as they push through, it starts to shatter.
Shit.
Could everybody please make a check to avoid falling inside of the building? Make a case for how your parts will help you.
Oh boy.
Well, all right. Else is good.
I sidestep.
I use my grabby robot tentacle arms.
Yeah, you could
Yep.
attach those to the ceiling.
I
So
think
yeah, those would give you a +1, which would mean that a 6, which is a success.
I think I mean the main thing that Zai would do is she has her tail to help her balance. I think that she would just find a firm enough foothold, balance on it for a moment, and then try to like jump out of the way.
Okay. That is also a success.
Cool, just barely.
So, as the glass shatters, Else, you quickly identify a part of the frame of the windows that you can jump onto, and you quickly leap onto it, avoiding the glass and instead finding sure footing. Lynette, you actually start to fall, but as you do, the tentacles underneath the robo tentacles underneath your hair instinctually activate and latch themselves, grasping into the concrete and causing a shower of small rocks to fall into the structure below. And Jai, you as it's all cracking beneath you, you think that you would have lost your footing if it hadn't have been for your tail swinging back and forth instinctually to keep you balanced to eventually find your way to sure footing similarly onto a concrete part of the surface. What you do have revealed below you, however, is a second limbo. This is a sharply sloped floor with what looks like a bunch of debris beneath it, but more importantly, you see in the darkness is a huge vein stretching crashing through what would have been the floor, but is now a wall. And I'll quickly illustrate what I mean by that with a drawing tool.
Yeah. Also, if I'm not mistaken, is this your work, Xavi?
What do you mean?
Well, I don't believe that additional limbo areas is standard, is it?
It is not standard. No, I have added this as my own thing.
Yeah, just wanted to mention that this is something that Xavi has made himself.
It's a fun,
This particular part.
fun little twist. All right.
Yeah, so you see a huge vein inside of this place, which is spreading out through it, and you see as well, retracting is the tentacle which had just attacked Else moments ago, seemingly part of it. But yeah, the leeches will now make their attack because that was just them revealing that. So they will reduce their initiative by 3. 1, 2, 3. And they have a fun ability because it doesn't require a roll. All units in the same area as the leeches just take a damage.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh god. Okay.
Wow.
You, however,
Is it
do
specified where?
you get to pick where it is though, but you take a damage to a part.
Oh boy. I don't think I can. I can't stop
Let me
that
see, what do
unless
I
I
have
use
on
my
my
defend.
legs? Yeah,
And
let's
you
get
said
rid
that
of one of my
doesn't require a roll on
bones.
their end. Okay.
I will also clarify, this has the addendum. This attack cannot be defended against.
Yeah, I was wondering
excellent.
about that too.
So you just
Alright.
all flat take a damage. as these things writhe upwards, and sure enough, it is like a tidal wave, a swarm of these things. And as they rain down in the sky in this grotesque fashion, they all start landing on you and latching onto you, just taking chunks out of you wherever they can. What parts did you all damage, just so that for the flavor of it?
I got rid of one of the bones in my leg.
Oh fuck! So one of them gets deep and actually starts gnawing its way into the marrow on your femur, which I should mention hurts
Femur breaker.
immensely.
Yeah, it could make one scream. In fact.
Yeah, mine was to the entrails. So one basically burrows in and starts getting comfy with my intestines.
Yup. Jai?
Also entrails.
Same thing. Okay.
Same hat.
That fucking happens. It is now Jai and the zombies.
All right. So after Else made this big attack against the big boy in our area, and after he so brutally interrupted Zaya's movement, her pupils dilate, and she's gonna try to finish the big guy off with an attack from her sword. This has a +2 bonus to hit. Come on, dice. Oh, can anybody support? Maybe.
Can I use my extra eyes to point out a what looks like a weak point, a point where it's curling up on itself?
Yeah. How much does that support?
That supports 2.
And
Okay.
is that a self, or does it have a range?
Range is 0 to 1.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So you absolutely do. You actually managed to spot, using the eye on your leg, you spot that there, it has retracted the place that you had just struck to try and go beneath the glass and the shattered remnants of this building. You quickly yell out that it's trying to do that, and Jai, you focus in on that, turning that into a success with a 6. How much damage does it do?
So, here's the thing. I have stacked quite a few dumb things onto melee attack damage. So, total, let me just double check that this is right super fast, cuz it's a lot. Okay, that's yep, 1 from that. And 2 from that. Yup. So this is gonna be 5 plus dismember.
Holy
boy.
shit!
Yup.
You cut its whole, to quote Griffin McElroy, you cut its whole body off. Yeah, describe how you fucking finished this thing, because wow. Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna quickly make it. Hold on.
It defends 2. It only takes 8.
No.
Fear, GM told you to hold on one fear.
So here's what I was checking. I was checking to see if the big fucker at the bottom had any support or hinder moves. But here's the thing. You're attacking the one that did that. So you are getting rid of the fucking support on the team. So yeah, it can't do anything about it. Its allies can't help. Describe how you finish this thing off.
Zai, with the advice from Else, Zai nods, and she sprints forward, even partially back up to the area where the leeches had broken through, but she leaps fully over the shattered parts of the windows and leaps on top of this creature, and just like, at first she just impales it, driving her sword deep into its guts, but then, physically, with just, like, because her arm being, dead and like disjointed strangely, she rotates the arm inside it, flipping the katana so that its edge is facing straight up, and then pries it upwards, fully just bisecting it from the inside out.
Yeah, it is just done. It doesn't even make a sound. It doesn't have the opportunity to.
I stacked some crazy bonuses to get that amount of damage.
God.
And
right.
that should cost oh boy, let me double check. That costs 2 with the katana, so I go down
Okay.
here.
The zombies simultaneously are going to make another attack. And I think this time they are going to they're going to swarm Jai. They are reacting to a major part of its colony being destroyed.
Yep.
Holy shit. Okay,
I'm sorry. No, I'm going. Damn it, that's not going to be enough. I was going to hinder it with crawling flesh.
It would just change it from arms to a different spot, unfortunately.
Arms is totally fine with me.
Yeah, it looks like it.
we're
Okay.
good.
Okay, so that's 1 damage to the arms, Jai.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use a defend maneuver here, I think. I'm going to use, I'm gonna go ahead and use, Steel Bones, which is a tier 1 enhancement that is, defend 1, negate dismember. I assume no dismember's happening, but it does defend 1 damage.
Okay, yeah, that does indeed negate that.
And that costs another 1, so I go down there.
Okay, yeah, you defend against that. These things try to bite into you, and several of them manage to try and latch onto your arms. But like a trainer just fighting off a dog, you hold your arm up, and you feel the teeth, these horrible lamprey-like mouths trying to bite at you. And as they reach the bone, you feel their teeth fracture beneath it.
Excellent.
Yeah,
She just
however,
sneers.
I should mention, by the way, each of the groups of zombies is a group of 10, which means that its chain attack has just become chain attack 2, because there is 20 zombies in this area. So the zombies will make another attack against you, Jai.
Alright.
That I am going to... As the second lot try to swarm her, I tell them, 2 can play at that game. As pieces of the guts that were spilling out of Else actually latch on to these zombies and stops them dead.
Yeah,
in
they
their
like
tracks.
they animate, yeah.
Yeah, I have this thing called crawling flesh,
which is basically any parts of you that have been scattered onto the battlefield are capable of animating on their own and hinder people. So yeah,
Yep.
Your
and it's hinder 3. So
your entrails unravel, and like a twisted just what's the word for it? The like twisted streamers that you would hang up at a birthday party start to wrap around the necks of the zombies.
Yeah.
And and they just start holding them in place, unable to reach Zai. However, there is more of them still, and another attack comes her way. That fails.
Okay.
Okay. So next up is Lynette, the other zombie set, and what's it called? And the
Creature.
and the horror. Yeah.
Chunky boy. Okay, let's see. I'm just saying. I think I'm gonna use my scissor hands on. Which set of leeches is looking the worst off?
they haven't been attacked yet.
Okay.
So you should be able to see the leeches label underneath the pink one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are the only ones that are leeches. The zombies are just zombies with leeches in them.
Oh, then I'll attack the zombies with leeches in them. That sounds spicy.
Go for it. None of them have been attacked yet, so...
I also get a +1 because I realized I have +1 to all action rolls.
Oh, shit.
Because of something I got, composure, I think.
Yeah, composure. It's a good position ability, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that is a hit. How much damage does it do?
It's 1 plus dismember.
So that is 2.
2.
Yeah, you start running through this crowd of zombies that's around you, and you are furiously using your huge scissor-like blades on your hands to just cut them down. You run them through the body of one, which falls over inert, and then plunge them into the neck of another, which similarly falls over, unable to continue. -2. Let me make the bars visible for you guys.
We can see the bars of the left two.
Oh, you can?
Everyone but the
Yeah,
leeches.
we can't see the leeches.
Oh,
Or-
yeah.
Or this guy, which is probably intentional.
Yeah, that's intentional. He's not a swarm as it goes.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so that is, if I'm not mistaken, there is only 5 of those. Yep, there is only 5 of those. So 5 out of 5. Save changes. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely.
Okay.
Yep, I'm just quickly changing it so you can see that. And okay, lovely. So the zombies, as such, are gonna again do a chain attack. But because you've reduced their numbers, it is no longer a chain attack 2, it is chain attack 1, since there is only 18 of them. So first attack versus Lynn.
Motherfucker.
That is just
Guess.
that is another head strike for 1 damage.
I can't hinder.
Yeah.
Who's the same
I
dot?
can.
Who's the same dot?
Lynette.
Lynette.
I'm going to protect.
Okay.
So that means that I take the damage in your place. I literally just leap over.
Beautiful. Oh no.
Let's see.
Oh,
and
sweet
Fine.
child.
what it does is it's she leaps over, and one of the fists that would have connected with your head instead cracks into my jaw, breaking it practically breaking it off.
Oh dear. That is
Oh, no.
rough.
This is.
Yeah,
I
sure
mean,
enough,
in character, this isn't okay, but out of character, this is what else does.
Next attack
Yeah.
is going to be aimed at Else.
Who?
8 is... I forget what part that is.
Torso.
Torso, that's right.
Let me see. Is there anything that I want to try?
I think I have a 1 hinder move left.
With your foot, probably.
No, I have it on my, Actually, no, I didn't mark off the arm vice. Yeah, it should be on my foot then. No, wait,
Okay.
I don't have it because foot is damaged, so never mind.
Yeah, my foot's damaged too.
In any case, torso is fine for me. It connects with my spine. You hear a horrifying snap.
Yup.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Oh buddy.
Would,
okay.
would
so-
chat believe me if I said this is going much better than the last combat so far?
Right. And it's the horror's turn. The horror will use yeah, they're gonna use oh that'd be mean, but you know what, it makes sense.
Yeah,
They're
That's
gonna
what
use
you're meant to be.
go
They're gonna
go
use-
mean.
Brood Sack. Which
Aw.
costs 3. 1, 2, 3.
God, that sounds disgusting.
Oh
I
no.
don't like this. I don't like you.
Spawns another set of leeches.
Oh Christ. Okay.
But only 3 worth. I should mention, these are huge swarms. The numbers are a bit more abstract.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Swarms. And I'll add those to the initiative one below where they were before. 1, 2, 3. So
Oh, so they go next?
they will, yes.
Motherfucker.
So next up is zombies and both sets of leeches now. So
Did they really only have one cost attacks?
what, the leeches?
Yeah, I could have sworn that we had just gone through. Like, I just got my jaw dislocated.
No, what it is that the both groups have 2 cost attacks, but it means that they're leapfrogging over each other on the initiative.
God.
Gotta kill these zombies, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
Yeah.
These leeches move in a horrifying. Oh well, no, actually, I know what they do. They disappear beneath the glass.
Oh no,
Oh, great.
not again.
And the other leeches will once again inflict one automatic damage on all of you.
Oh boy.
All right.
God, that is
And you
horrifying.
cannot and you can't defend, right?
You cannot defend.
Okay.
I need that bone so I can actually
Y'all are
make
gonna need to
some
start
entrails.
thinking about how you're using your actions, guys.
I believe me. I'm gonna have that damage my fists.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, we really feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
Like, the problem is I was focusing on the thing that was stopping us from progressing,
Yeah.
which seemed like the logical thing to do.
Okay. The zombies will make an attack versus Else.
God, they just love me, don't they?
That is the arms.
And that's one. So, yeah, that's. You had already seen something dislocate her shoulder. You had seen something just come up and swallow her fist. Now you see something just come up and snap her forearm like a twig.
And
Oh, no.
chain attack into Jai. That is a miss.
Okay.
Please
Okay.
fuck off.
Please.
They will be reduced by 2.
This could be worse though. We're taking a beating, but we've done a lot to them.
Lynette and Jai, it is your turns alongside the other zombies.
Okay, let me see.
This is the weakness of not having of having all melee characters, because I have something that could destroy everyone in Limbo.
You
but-
have a gun.
No, I don't. I got rid of that, remember?
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Plus, like, doing that is extremely inefficient for me. Like, if I'm gonna do that, I might as well just attack normally. Because, like, again, I have an area attack, but it would hit you two, is the problem. So... Alright, what are you gonna do, Lynette? What are you thinking?
I'm debating, because, I think I'm probably... I mean, my best bet is just to use scissor hands again, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Though I do have the mecha tentacle, which can hinder, which is rapid, and I forget how rapid works.
Yeah, how
Don't-
does rapid work?
Rapid is like an anytime, basically.
Okay, yeah,
So
I'm
don't
gonna
do
hold
that.
off on that then.
Don't do that, like, you do that in a response to them rolling.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then
I
I'll
wish I'd
probably
known
scissor
that.
hands. We can probably double up and attack the same body, so which one you want to attack?
Let's get rid of the red zombies. Let's finish them off. So you go ahead and attack.
I mean,
Do you mind
will
if
we
I
really be
make a
able to finish them
suggestion?
off? Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
My suggestion is get rid of the leeches because they just do automatic damage.
Yeah, plus they only have like 5 HP, while these red zombies have 8.
Alright, fair. Go ahead and attack those and we'll see how that goes then.
Okay, scissor hands, +1, here we go. Oh no.
Oh,
Not
no.
a crit fail.
Not a crit fail.
Good
but...
thing I have that +1.
Ugh.
Okay, yeah, you try and claw at them, but they are slippery as it goes, and they just crawl into all sorts of cracks and crevices to get away
Well,
from
down
you.
I go to the leech level.
Oh boy. I'm gonna try to attack the leeches as well then with my katana.
Go for it.
Yeah, and I'm going to use cover on one. I'm going to use cover on Z.
Okay.
So
What does that do
means
again?
Cover basically means that her next action is cost nothing.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Really?
Yeah, remember cover is
cool.
pretty becking strong, so
Yeah, okay, awesome. That is very good. Alright, attacking the leeches. Oh, alright, not a crit
Hey,
fail.
it's a good thing you have cover.
yeah.
Else is fending them off, waving her chainsaw around wildly to keep them from accosting.
Alright, I'm just gonna try again, I guess. Unless you have a better idea, Cod.
I don't have anything like.
You're
just-
right that the leeches are an issue, so...
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Come on, dice. Come on.
Come on, big whammy.
Yes,
That's a
with
hit.
the
Good enough.
with the bonuses, that is enough. Okay. So once again, that is melee attack. That is 5 plus dismember.
You just go on a fucking just hack and slash like fucking style killing spree, and you are just like hunting these things down across the surface of the glass on top of the skyscraper. And as you are just sliding around and down sometimes into the hole, you are just like popping these things like fucking zits, basically. And
okay.
they are wiped out.
I think there are more in Hades still.
Somewhere.
Or up ahead still, I would say.
Hey, mind if I just ask? Rapid means I can do that at any time, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but only once per round.
If you don't mind, I'm going to use Remain Dead. So the intestines that were wrapped around some of the zombies slip back inside, and you hear a pop as they seem to actually go back to how they used to be.
Oh boy.
Right, so that is you regenerate your entrails, right?
Yep.
Excellent.
I might be needing to do that myself at some point.
I was wondering when you were going to do it.
And
I'm not that
zombie
bad yet.
will attack Zhai.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Yup. So as you are dipping and diving and sliding around, cutting these things up, you're like tunnel visioning, and at one point you realize that you've slid into a horde of these things, and they hit you on the torso, if I'm not mistaken, and on an 8.
Okay. How much
So that's
damage
one
is
damage.
that? 1 damage.
One
to
damage.
Torso? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do this because, I mean, the round's almost over. Might as well do it now. I'm going to use, the part called Metal Case to defend 1 against that. And
Okay, describe it.
so the flavor for the Metal Case for Zai is, she doesn't have, like, any kind of shield or anything on her, at least so it seems. But, like, as these zombies lunge at her, she, sort of on pure instinct, not even really, like, it isn't a conscious decision. The thing with Zai is her hair sort of like, it's weird, like it looks almost like, it still looks like hair and has the texture of hair, but it's kind of almost glued together a little just because it almost operates as like a solid mass. And as the zombies lunge toward her, she whips around, and the hair actually blocks the blow as though the hair were like suddenly made of like concrete, and it deflects their blow.
To call it steel wire would be an understatement, because this is much more like a organic keratin which has just been hyper solidified, and they sure enough try to swarm against you, and your hair enwraps you like a cocoon as they try and claw at you, and they do not manage. So
yes, she does indeed whip her hair back and forth, and yeah, okay, well that'll negate that one, but they have chain attack, so
with a miss.
A miss, okay.
Swing and a miss.
All right.
Next, zombies and the horror. Okay, the horror. I'll do the horror first of all.
I just realized how fucked chain attacks are, because these guys get to chain their attacks and also get separate turns. So because there's 20 of them and they're two things, does that mean that they get 4 attacks?
That's the thing. I was trying to look it up. The downside of the translation is that it just specifies it only specifies how the chain attack confluence works. I couldn't really find a solid thing on whether or not it is like per 5 that they get to attack, or whether like once they are in one group they just become one group.
Okay, because that's one of the things that's kicking our ass.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'll take another look at confluence, because I think that's probably where it is specified, but I was having trouble interpreting it.
It's fine for now either way.
It's cool though. You're cool.
Yeah, it's cool though.
Yeah, in certain circumstances, hordes of legions may perform an action known as confluence. When it's performed, the side with the higher action points may perform an additional attack maneuver. However, confluence is performed at the end of the current count. Confluence will not affect the number of legions as considered for attacks performing during the count. So You know what?
Nearly makes it sound like they only get one attack per count. As
Yeah,
opposed to turn. Don't damn it.
I think the way that I probably am going to interpret that is... Oh man, that's really difficult.
We can figure out later. Like, do it as you've been doing. Like, it's fine. I was just wondering because they do hit us quite a bit.
I'll tell you what. I think the way I'm going to interpret it now that I've read it a little bit closer, I'm going to interpret it as they can basically... You know what? Fuck it. We're just going to keep it the way it is, just to keep consistent. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Because we'll have to figure that out later. Downside of it being a translation. But yeah. The giant fucking mass at the bottom of the tower is once again going to spawn.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I think more leeches makes sense. So
You know what? We don't have enough of leeches. Let's get more of them.
It's fine. Once we take
can
out
never
the
have too
zombies,
many
we'll be in better
leeches.
shape.
I'm just gonna check something real quick on enemies. Because I just
Hey
wanna
guys, you know what sucks? Leeches.
make-
You see what you did there?
You're banned.
Thank you.
Stream's over, everybody.
Understandable. I'll see you later.
See you later.
Yeah, I was making sure they are spawned onto the initiative one below the initiative that they were spawned on. So yeah, they do indeed spawn on 2 because he was on 3.
Oh,
So
no.
that
jeez.
cost him 3. Oh, that was 2. Sorry, that's 3.
Yeah.
And let me do that. There is another 3 on the field. And the zombies are going to make an attack. 1 against Lynette. That is a miss.
Yeah! That's nice.
That is torso for Lynette.
Okay, and how much damage is that?
1.
Okay. What is this?
I will remind you. The karma is to defeat the horror or get past him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not a fight that you are meant to annihilate the entire field.
Fair.
Yeah.
So, when you
I'm
say
just gonna sprint into Hades this next round, probably.
yeah, when you say get past though, you mean we need to get into Tartarus with him and then charge past, right?
Yup.
Okay.
So I think it's that we need to be able to move to Hades, which would cost us money, move here, and then make the move action again.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you need to get to Tartarus and then try and move out of it, basically.
All right. So the red zombies.
Yes, they've, well, you've taken your damage, right, Lynette?
Yep.
Okay, in
Just
which case they're
did.
done. Oh boy, this is a busy turn. So players, you announce what you're doing first.
All right. So
I'm sprinting. Gotta get the hell out.
see, I was gonna ask, do you think it'd be better if I stay back and try to like just kill these zombies and keep them from chasing us, or would it be better to charge ahead? I'm thinking probably charge ahead just because I'm also
Yeah.
stronger in Hades, so even if they follow us, I'll be a bit better off. Alright, do you want to just run for it, then?
Yeah.
I think that would be the best option.
Alright,
I'll tell you, because this is happening simultaneously, I'm going to throw you this bone. You see the leeches which had disappeared, you see as they suddenly emerge from the vein, the giant artery that's running inside of the building. You in fact see that there is multiple places where there are entrances into this strange tube. You put together, it may even be possible to slide into that. In game terms, it costs you less to jump into the building with a movement, and you can also move using the vein.
So it costs
See-
2 move actions, technically.
That's the thing, is if you get into the vein, it discounts your movement pretty heavily. I won't say exactly how much, but it does discount your movement.
Do you mind if I use a bit of logic here that may or may not be appropriate? Veins tend to go one way.
I'm
We
gonna
planning on sliding down the
Okay.
vein?
I'm gonna straight up tell you it goes both ways. It's fine.
Fair enough. Just if there's a, literally, if it's literally a vein and there's valves, or if there's literally, the more thing that was more interesting was if there was a stream, kind of it would push against us. But yeah, okay.
Well, we're already streaming.
You're banned now.
See, I got you back, COD, for once in my life. So yeah, tempting though that is, I feel like in character and also just because again I get stronger in Hades, I think Zaya's gonna run the regular way for now.
Okay.
So she's gonna just move into Hades and use 3. And if we go into the negatives, that minus carries over when the thing resets.
It does.
Is that right?
Yes.
And I'm probably going to do the same.
Okay.
Well, I can't be left out, so I'll just go down and join my friends.
All right.
So because the zombies act simultaneously, you are all technically still in range by the time that you're doing that.
This is as we're running away. Yeah.
Miss, and this one's against Else. Hit.
Okay.
What did I do to you?
So that's 1 damage to, is that legs on a 7? I believe so.
Yeah, legs are on a 7, so... yeah, you notice that she's... that one of her... her foot basically explodes in a... Not in a fountain of gore, but basically it's been reduced to a pulpy mash.
I imagine that basically one of them latched onto your foot and you tried to pull it free and it just crushed it, basically.
Okay, well, we're making progress.
Guys, I think I just met Guillermo del Toro. No, not del Toro. What's the other guy? Who's the guy who's the foot fetish? Never mind.
Tarantino.
Thank you. But the joke's
Anyway.
over.
The zombies will use 3, 1, 2, 3, to try and move. Here, they all shamble across the glass, and you hear, and it's awful. The thundering footsteps are amplified by the warbling and hollow sound of glass being hammered on. Yeah, that they move into that square. That is their turn. Next up is the Horror and the Legions. The Legions, once again, are going to move into the square, but spend 3 to do so, putting them at -3. The Horror...
Oh no.
Uses something to push you back to even. Get fucked.
Maybe I should have tried shooting it again. Oh no.
They
Oh, no.
will... You know what? This time around, you see a horrible pustule start to grow up from the pool of blood below, and when it bursts, a group of zombies is ragdolled onto the glass beneath it, and you hear the horrible thudding of limp bodies slamming against the glass. Let me roll and see how many he spawns.
Just another Tuesday.
Oh my
Oh
fucking
no,
god.
10.
Oh no, 10 more groups of zombies.
10 more zombies, and let me color them differently.
Oh no.
Guys,
You ever
I
just
think we should
slap
leave.
your pals down against the glass like fucking summoning 10 of them?
They are summoned on -1. Okay.
So I'm gonna propose something super fast. When
Yep.
the turn
Yeah.
resets, let me go in there first and do something before you two move in there.
Well, it depends on if I have higher action points, but we'll see. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
but you have a
calculating.
range thing.
You do have a range
I
thing.
do have range.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna make so now what happens for everybody watching and for you guys, we now look at how many parts have been destroyed that grant you action points, And then what we're going to do is we're going to take your maximum action points now and add them to your current. So, what is everybody's max action points at this point?
My maximum
12.
is still 9.
10.
Okay, so -1 from that and move yourself up. Okay, so Lynette, are you on 11?
Yeah, just moved
Cool.
myself up.
The leeches and zombies, so the leeches get 9, so that'll put them on 8. The zombies have 8, so this one will go to 7. This one will go to there. This one will go to there. And the horror has 10, so we'll go to 7. Okay. We now are refreshed on a turn, so any once per turns are refreshed. And once again, we start at the top of the count. Lynette at 11.
Oh boy.
Now, do what you want. I'm just saying, I could try to do a pretty beefy attack if I go down there first.
Yeah, I'm going to just use my gun like I did last time. Let me just check. Or not my gun, my laser knee. Yeah, that's shooting +1, and that is an action, so I can add my +1. Ahaha. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Oh boy. Anyone wanna support that?
Is it possible for me to use my eye to point out, hit that thing?
Well, you would use it to basically spot a point where it is actually under the blood because you're having a hard time pinpointing it. So you basically managed to use your extra eyes in order to pinpoint where it is actually swimming at this moment.
Yeah.
Tell me where it's
So that
swimming
makes
with your
it a
special
13.
eyes.
I'm gonna throw out there.
Look with your
Ju-
special thighs.
You could all, because this is a dismember laser, isn't it?
Yep.
You could all just fucking pump all of your supports into this and ruin this thing's day.
Can I
Yeah.
support myself?
I'll support you with my forearm, just like steadying your stance as you shoot. Sure.
Am I able to support myself or not?
Yes, you can.
Oh, then I
Really?
can also use my fucking arm vice.
Well, because think about it. If it's range
That's a
0,
support
you
too.
yourself are within range 0.
Yeah, so that's another
suppose.
+2 to that.
Literally,
I'll
what you can
fucking
do,
annihilate this beast.
because Lynette's hands are like these metal claws. Literally, what you do is just clamp down on your leg and steady it even more. Just
Oh, I was imagining it. That she rams her robotic tentacle vice grips
Yeah.
into the floor and
Make
basically
sure
acts
I'm
as a tripod.
stable.
oh yeah, that's yeah. Assemble the fucking turret. Yeah. Oh my god.
I am the turret now, bitch.
Okay, so let me check here. So the forearm support costs 1. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll go down to there. Okay.
So that's that's 14 on ours from me and Z. So what's
That's a
yours, Lynette?
16, I think.
Four.
With the
Okay,
support
so
from the
that's-
arm vice, I think that's 16.
That's 6
God.
plus whatever the damage is times 2.
Damage is just a 1, but it has dismember, so yeah.
That's 14 damage then? Is it really?
Right. So let's run through this again. Else, how much bonus do you give?
I'm using my extra eyes to do support 2.
Jai, how much bonus do you give?
I give support 1 with my forearm.
Lynette, how much support does Arm Vice give?
2.
So that is +5, which means that is indeed a 16, which is +5 to your 1 damage to make it a 6, doubled to 12.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Let me just count up how many parts this thing has.
Fuck, I might not need to do my big attack.
Okay, so here's what happens. It's sensing this, like, you guys all like crowd around and you steady Lynette, and you are watching, and else you are like using all of your eyes to just watch the blood underneath and the way that it's writhing, and there is these waves, and you are watching these zombies hurtling towards all of you, and you all just block out the sound and block out that they're coming for you. And it's at that moment that else you spot it. It breaches the surface for a moment, and you just go there, Lynette, and you just unleash this fucking huge laser from your fucking leg, from your leg cannon as it goes. It barely managing to see this coming by virtue of the fact that it is this huge fucking colony of leeches. You watch as the part that has breached the surface, for a moment it ossifies and it becomes bone, but the laser blasts through it. In mechanical terms, this thing has exactly 12 parts, and it's barely survived by using a defend 2 move.
Oh, wow.
Did it have 12 parts left?
Holy shit.
It had 12 parts in total. It completely
In which case it's dead, because remember, it got hit earlier.
It did, but it defended it.
Shit.
It's barely alive.
It is.
Wow.
That's why the 8 points went down.
That
And
laser
Z
is so
still has-
good.
So let me just... I'm just going to list through everything you've just destroyed. You destroyed its brood sac. It's, what I renamed the catacomb pustule. You've destroyed its entrails, you've destroyed its internal hunger, you've destroyed its eyes, you've destroyed its central nerve, you've destroyed the fact that it is bulky. It is no longer unconcerned with its damage.
So longer unconcerned. I'm indeed, yes.
Tag yourself, I'm unconcerned.
It can no longer rush. And the mucus sac has also burst. All that it's left of it is its jaws and its ability to solidify its being. In one fucking fell swoop, this thing nearly fucking explodes. There is a goddamn like wave of blood as it starts to thrash and burn, and it is this horrible black. There is this like scab of coagulated burnt blood that just spreads outwards like a crater from where this laser beam strikes, and it almost forms like this solid land that you could probably even use to run across this lake, and it just dives back beneath it as this horrible just platform of scabbed blood starts to float atop the lake like a raft.
So I think that went pretty well.
Yeah, no
Jesus Christ. So that's why this system is fucking awesome.
This system, like, the bad part is stuff like that can happen to you too, but like, man, when it's cool, it's cool.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right.
The power of friendship.
It's the fact that you can
propels
support yourself, which is just nuts.
That is really
I always
good.
thought support was an external thing.
Nope, you if it's range 0, it can target you as well. It's
Cog,
fine.
you should always support yourself.
Friendship. The power of friendship adding to the power of self-love is too powerful for any man.
All
Or
it is
giant
the
leech monster.
It is the leeches and the and Jai.
But leeches and Z, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Zai...
I'll just do their actions because they are just going to be moving. Basically.
Well, unsurprisingly, my plans have changed a little bit. So,
Don't say.
okay. Let me think for a second here. I think that Zai would probably still charge into Tartarus just to get the finishing blow. So it's 3 to move there.
No. Do you want it covered?
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. So you can
Oh,
cover
shit.
movement, can't you? Okay.
Yes.
So that makes
Yeah,
it cost
I
nothing.
believe so. Let me check that. An action maneuver, does that count?
it's an action to move, isn't it?
I think that's how it works. So,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
so,
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
how it works. It's action, move 1. So basically, else immediately after that happens, you stand up and you brandish your fucking chainsaw behind you, holding off the masses of zombies that are charging towards you. And using that opportunity, Jai, you fucking like do that anime thing where you just fucking leap forward with one foot just pressed against the glass to a point where it actually cracks as you leap off.
Ooh, Spider-Verse
Yeah,
style.
as she sails into the air, she brandishes her sword, looking down at these foes, saying, "Hope you don't mind." And I'm going to make an attack. Let me check the timing on this thing really quick, because I've never used it. Timing damage? Yeah, okay. So I have to make the attack first. And now... Oh, wait, I'm not in Hades, so I only still have the +2, but that's fine. D10 plus
by the way,
2.
if I have a rapid thing, can I just regenerate something quickly?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I should state, this attack is aimed at the giant heart monster.
Of course.
Oh, with the +2! Okay, so, this is, again, melee attack 5 plus dismember, and, I have a fun little skill I can use here. It costs 2 to use it, so, with the attack, I'm all the way down here. But, I have a skill called Calamity that makes an attack an area attack.
Oh my god.
So it's also hitting the zombies in this area and any leeches that may be hiding, I don't know. But yeah.
Okay, so Jai, I'm gonna fucking set this up for you. You describe it. You have just fucking leapt forward, and you are charging down. You are fucking like airborne, leaping down the fucking slope of this fucking glass skyscraper, and in front of you is a horde of 10 zombies that you are about to straight up fucking annihilate all of them. And
Oh
at the
my
bottom,
God.
you are about to fucking finish this giant fucking leech heart beast off. Describe how you fucking blast through this crowd of zombies and kill this thing.
So, this thing, you said this thing is only partially above the surface of the blood, correct?
Yep.
Alright. This, I'm not gonna go too into the details. I'm gonna leave it mostly up to imagination, but it is like a scene out of like Metal Gear Rising. Like, she leaps into this fucking thrall of zombies and just slices far too fast to see, like, sensations too quick to process. She becomes, like, we've tossed around the words tornado of death before, but, like, truly, in this moment, her focus is clear, her mind is blank, she is just ferocity incarnate, and she obliterates her way through these zombies, and then, not stopping the attack, not making a separate swing, but continuing the arc, leaps upwards, swinging her blade down towards this gigantic creature, and I think with the impact, she and the monster, for a moment, submerge into the ocean, and bubbles come up, and then, like, slogging her way back to, like, the very base of the skyscraper, only Zai reemerges, actually, literally soaked in blood.
Yeah, you are crimson head to toe.
Like,
and raining down around you is the body parts of these zombies that you have just destroyed. And as you emerge from the blood, else Lynette, you see as the zombies next to you just drop, and they're done. Before we go forward, I should mention I did forget to tell you to all take a madness point at the end of the first round of comp.
Well, shit.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
This is fine.
All right.
It's a good thing I got that extra madness point removed, because now I'm back up to 3 with his eye.
You actually got 2 removed, didn't you?
Yeah, I said extra 1, so like
Okay.
I got 2.
I'll go back up to
So I'm
2
not
as
in
well.
danger.
I'm good for now. Okay.
I'm 9 out of 12.
Oh my god. Let's take a
9 out of
moment to
12
cool
would
down. That
recommend.
was
Yeah.
that was a
By the way,
fucking amazing-
God.
Z, did you use your special ability?
Me? What? Sorry?
Did you chow down?
I'm gonna in the combat wrap up.
All right. 1 moment, by the way.
Yeah, let's
I
give
just
him a
need-
sec.
Let's take 5 minutes before we do the final bits. Let's check in on chat. How's chat doing?
Yeah, hey chat. Oh boy.
How are you guys doing?
Oh man. What a fun game. I just want to play this. I could play this for days straight, dude.
God, this is beautiful.
I love this game.
I'm glad that you guys appreciate the laser.
The laser, man, stacking supports on top of a crit is really strong.
The power of friendship and self-love.
I'm so glad I got to actually use Calamity, because that's a very fun effect.
Yeah, Calamity. Fuck, that was insane. Yeah, like it's situational, but it fucking wrecks house. By the way, I didn't mention this. Fun fact about Dismember and Blast and Area, that kind of thing. They stack. You technically did 20 damage to that one. You technically, if there were 20 zombies there, you would have fucking destroyed literally all of them.
Oh, lovely.
And again, like I think that the natural assumption is like, oh well, geez, the system just lets you do all this broken stuff. The thing is, like,
Looks
it
at how
kind
much
of
damage.
assumes it. Yeah, it looks at your damage. It kind of assumes you need to do this broken shit. Like, you need to live. Like, you need to do this to survive. It isn't like you're just face rolling the combat by any means.
Yeah, and to be honest, by comparison to the last combat we did, Else is looking a lot better. Else was literally 1 hit away from death last time.
Yeah, the last combat, there were a lot more enemies, and we didn't know what we were doing as much. We were suffering pretty bad. This combat went at least a bit better, although I still got pretty lucky. I didn't get hit very much, but oh man. What is there to say? Like, it's just fun. Like, it's dark as fuck, yes, but like, man.
Yeah. Like, if you can get around some of the stuff looks at warnings that are scrolling down below, like, it's a pretty interesting system. You just kind of have to make it work by removing some of the less pleasantries.
We edited out the Japan, but kept the dark parts.
Yeah, if there's one thing that, if I had a chance and if I knew how, as derogatory as it might be, I would literally just try to make a PDF version that had no images.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You could.
I mean, I'm
probably do
tempted
that,
to make a Google Doc version when I have the chance and I'm not currently hyper focusing on something else documents wise.
Yeah, I want to play more of this game. I want more people to know about this game, and I want more people to experience it in a safe, like, I want them to experience this dark, horrible stuff, but in a safe, not actually traumatizing way, you know.
Before we go into these talks, let's wrap up, just because.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
So
you
I
did.
just needed to cool off because that was really fucking hype.
Yeah, that was really hype.
Yeah, I don't get this very often. I was getting heart palpitations at some points during that combat because I was getting into it. That doesn't happen to me.
Yeah.
God, I hope you're right, man. But yeah.
I get that every time I drink coffee.
So first up, you guys get. Let me just quickly check. Yeah, so you guys first of all get, I believe it's 7 basic. Yep, 7 basic parts to repair, and 4 for advanced reinforcement parts.
Okay, you
Yeah,
guys can
that's
have
pretty
all
big.
those.
But oh yeah, that's split between us, isn't it?
Yep, that is split between all of you. I will say
Okay.
that you can repair one because of our house rule. That this didn't come up, by the way, chat. Zai's class is Gothic, which means that she is a cannibal, which means that she can eat to regain health.
Her subclass,
She's a
anyway.
Gothic, thank you.
Gothic,
is-
yeah.
I'm gonna repair that foot. With that, yeah. I should state again, just for the RP. Even after she does all this, she is not out of her like frenzied battle state, and she's just gone into devour mode, and she is just like eating all of the desiccated remains of these zombies and leeches around her, like without literally a care in the world, in a mindless state.
I'm actually going to be really. You can take practically everything, Lynette, because I have a couple of things here. I have patchwork where at the end of this. Damn it, I should have actually taken damage to that then, because it's at the end of the combat. If damaged, you may regenerate this part and one basic part.
I'll let you do that, whatever.
Okay. Because I have that, so I can regenerate one basic part. And I have.
I mean,
Often.
I don't think any of my reinforcements are damaged. Yeah, I have no reinforcement damage. It's all basic. So I can take the basics in if you need something, if anyone needs anything for their... Well, actually,
No,
I don't think
I-
anyone needs
No.
reinforcements.
So, fun fact, you can trade down the reinforcement parts into basic parts.
Yeah, let's do that. We need basic parts.
Yeah,
back.
literally
Yeah,
no advanced parts damaged.
On the other hand, I also have Coffin, which at the end of the battle phase, if part is not damaged, you may choose two of your. What's it again? Your own parts to regenerate. So, yeah, I'm.
So basically, you have a giant bag of parts, of corpse parts, that you
Yeah,
can
it's
use
a
to
crate.
stitch yourself back together. Yeah, a giant. Yeah,
And-
and you are also patchwork, which means that you can literally sew yourself back up.
In addition, because of the treasure, we can all remove a madness point from something.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because your treasures survived, you take moments to basically look over them and consider them, and you remove a madness point. Glad that
Yeah.
you are still here.
Also, I assume that we get the karma get past the monster at the bottom.
Yes, you do. So you each get 2 additional karma for destroying the monster. I'm gonna give you all another favor on top of that. I'm gonna give you all another favor
Nice.
on top of that because of that fucking amazing dope ass teamwork ending.
So that's a total of 3 from that karma.
Yeah,
being completed.
exactly. That's a total of 3 from that karma. So you should have 5 from so far from the session. I'm actually struggling to find the calculation based off of threat level for how much favor you get. So we will just deal with that after stream has ended.
Yeah, we'll decide. We'll do favor stuff after. We should decide how we're divvying up the parts.
Yeah.
I feel like obviously, me and Ellis repaired ourselves a little. I feel like Lynette needs most of them, but
Yeah, looks at my damage.
Yeah, I'm happy to take just one.
so do we have 11 basics total because of the turning the
Yeah.
advanced into them? Okay, so that's
Yeah, exactly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
16 we have, so
Yeah,
16 damaged.
16 damaged. Okay, well, why? How about this? Lynette can fully repair, and then each of us get one of the last ones.
1,
Cod,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, okay.
because Lynette can fully
Okay.
repair, and there are 2 left over. So you can
That
have
sounds
both of
about
them
right.
if you'd like, or I can repair my.
Nah, you can take one.
All right, I'm gonna. I don't usually need my fists. I'm just gonna put some of my guts back together, I think.
Give yourself some nice buffer for damage stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Exits the arena. Another combat starts up.
Yeah, so so basically what happens is you watch Zai Ji. Is it Ji or Zai?
Zai. I think it's Zai. That's the way I say
Zai.
it. But
Jai, yeah, you watch as Jai crawls out of the blood and starts just in a frenzied blood rage, starts feasting upon the flesh that has been left behind, in order to heal herself slightly. And in this time, you've experienced this once before, and you know that this is just something she's going to be doing for a bit. So in that time, from the corpses that have dropped to the glass, and quite unfortunately, you see that any of the zombies which are higher up on this glass skyscraper are just grotesquely slipping down it, leaving blood in their wake.
Ugh.
The now dead leeches just slowly leaking off of them like some grotesque shedding. But in this time, you stifle any kind of disgust that you may have felt, and else you set out your giant crate of Goliath parts before you, and you start picking out the arms and various bones which would help you stitch yourself back together. And surely enough, you also pull out some of the thread from your body. I imagine, is that how you see it? That you actually have like thread that you use to put yourself back together?
Yeah, I don't know. Part of me was just imagining regeneration, but at the same time,
Cool.
not that. No, it doesn't really make a huge amount of sense. But the fact that I have an idea of, okay, having an idea of how to literally just stitch parts back onto me makes sense. Like,
think
it helps because one
Colin,
of the
we've established that you can actually control your own viscera, so it makes total sense that you can just regenerate. You just put some of your bones and organs. You find your specific parts that were scattered amongst the battlefield. You don't find all of them, but you manage to find one part. You do ram it back into yourself, and it finds its place once again.
Have you seen where my jaw is?
Oh yeah, it's over here.
Oh, thank heavens! I've been using telepathy to talk to you.
But
Yeah.
I think it's more you like point and you're just like, hey.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Lynette,
Using a hand to try to maneuver your mouth.
Yeah, Lynette, for you, it's probably the strangest, the process, because this is all biological matter, and a lot of you, not all of you, mind you, a lot of you is you thought cybernetic, but as you rifle through and pull out ribs and organs, there is this instinct that you have to just basically like place them where they need to be. And as you do, something very strange happens. You think it's incompatible, and yet when you place, like, say, because your femur got broken, you grab a femur and you place it next by, and nearby your leg. Shut up.
Sorry, I can't help it.
DJ
My mind is poisoned.
I don't know what the joke is, but
we have
DJ
that
no
running
femur.
joke about DJ no femurs.
oh, okay.
But
I'll explain
Lynette,
later.
as you hold the bone up to your leg, you watch as not only does it remain like in place, this strange process starts to happen where the mechanics, the steel and such, suddenly starts to fractalize, and there is this, and it opens, and you watch as it slowly moves into your leg, and out of the other side, you watch that it discards the broken bone, and you see that for a moment there's this almost mold-like cocoon around your thigh as it seems to reconfigure and re-evaluate what it's been given, and in short enough time, it moves back to what it was once before, capable of separation and mostly steel. It's a very strange process.
Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Meanwhile, it should be pointed out, seeing none of this, Zai finishes her sort of just like exhausted, feeding frenzy, and as basically, like, what happened last time essentially is it came so out of nowhere, this alien feeling of just like hunger, even though they're no longer alive. That it was more shock than anything, but this time, like, as the frenzy dies down and parts of her begin to, like, regenerate and sew themselves together, pretty much as soon as it starts dying down, Zai does not look like she has enjoyed this situation at all. In fact, pretty much as soon as she's done, she, like, just collapses into a ball and starts, like, just bawling her eyes out.
Else goes over and tries to comfort you, nearly in a mirror of before, when you held her close and wiped away the blood on her face.
She curls up against your lap, heedless of the, like, you know, how dirty it would make her at this point, because, like, she is literally as, like, gore covered as one can get, basically. So
yeah. Else doesn't mind.
It's a pretty morbid scene, but, like, she does curl up against you, Else, and is just letting it out.
You saved us. It's okay.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Lynette doesn't know how to comfort, so she just kind of stands off to the side and acts as guard, basically. Like, I don't know how to comfort you, but I will at least make sure you don't get into more danger.
This likely goes on for a few minutes before we come to a close, I assume.
And what we'll close out on is
But why?
You all come to your senses after a while and bring yourself to carry on, and it's at this point that you realize that the sky has gotten darker, but whether that is a result of the cloud cover having become stronger, or whether the general light in the world has faded, you don't know. But what it does do is it darkens the atmosphere around you, and that would have been disheartening, but instead it's brought to your attention that you again see what you saw so briefly, that light in the distance, the briefest and the most subtle and almost ethereal glow that seems to layer across the tips of the standing structures in the distance. A light, bluish white light that seems to just emanate outwards from somewhere in the distance. It's not nearby, but it's highlighted by the darkness, by the gloomy darkness around you. And with that, you'll kind of look at each other resolved, and you step upon this horrid floating raft which has been made from burnt and desiccated and just petrified blood. It is unstable for a moment, but it gets you across. You watch as some of the viscera floating to the surface bubbles and slowly sinks once again, losing the buoyancy which it had just released. And when you get to the solid ground on the other side, you see that the red cracks are fading away, drifting back into the soil beneath. And you look upwards to the horizon, ready to find your way. We'll wrap there.
Yeah, I think that went very well. Great job, everyone.
So chat. So
also,
chat,
just to say, that was fucking awesome, Savvy. Just holy shit.
That was so cool,
Oh my
Sammy.
God.
That was excellent.
Thank you very much.
I love this game so much, and I love your
So
ideas for it are just delightful.
Thank you
And
very much.
horrifying, but delightful.
Delightfully devilish.
This is actually a horror is a specialty of sorts of mine, and I'm glad that I could run this. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it.
It seems tragedy is mine. Because the biggest reaction I got out of the crowd was when I said, people used to live.
Yep.
And like, apparently that was a huge deep cut to everyone. I'm like, well, it seems as though the best
was
thing
a
I can
good
do
line.
is make people go, ooh!
That was a good line.
It was.
Yeah.
I will say
Thank
the thing that I liked was that it was a really rough fight, but it was actually almost purely because you guys were stationary. If like notice that the moment you moved, all of the zombies and leeches had to catch up to you, and it just cut their action economy in half.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the issue, and it still made sense to me that we were focusing on getting rid of the leech that seemed to specifically be trying to impede our progress.
Oh yeah, that was a smart move, straight up.
Yeah, but that's why, unfortunately, we did, even though we did beat the shit out of it, we did actually use a lot of time. We used a lot of action points to do so.
Yeah, but no, I'm glad with how I set that up. I will ask chat what they think, because this is obviously a very interesting system. I love this system personally.
Yeah, I adore this system, and I really want to play more of it. Any feedback you guys have for like things we could do to make it more accessible, enjoyable, just like, you know, more warnings we need to add, whatever, like anything like that. I think it's safe to say we're all ears, because I love this system, and I just think that it's unfortunate how, like, some of the, like, really problematic, like, needless things in it are really gonna turn so many people off to it. Because, like, yeah, don't get me wrong, it's still a dark game, it's still a bloody, you know, body horror-y game, but, like,
It doesn't
again,
need to swing in that direction of
it
dark.
doesn't
it's-
need to go like really disgustingly dark either to be like really good. Like, again, like, I loved the horror stuff to death, don't get me wrong, but like I really love how this game encourages, like, because like I just looked through that random window, and like I guarantee like Savvy probably didn't have a plan for like what was inside a building or something, but I really like how you can just like look at things and have interesting interactions based off of just that, because like we're these just clueless
You're
weirdos.
exploring this desolate wasteland and trying to find the hope in it.
It's so, yeah, it's very melancholy and wonderful, and, you know, again, I want to make this accessible for people. I want to play this more. So yes, any feedback, let us know. Let us know in.
Y'all literally ran a hack and slash TTRPG, and I need more.
I know, right? You can also give us feedback in the Discord server. Take it away,
Oh,
Savvy.
sure can. Yeah, so if you enjoy what we did here with this game, and you enjoy our general style, then jump aboard our Discord server. You can see when we're streaming, what we're streaming, see references for the characters, and also just talk about this awesome game, and just meet a bunch of cool people. Yeah, no, it's a good time. I will say this in regards to Nechronica. I am glad that this actually turned out to be such a cool system, because it was so hard to think like, how is that initiative going to actually work? But now that we've done it in practice, it's amazing. I will say this. I actually had an idea ages back for an actual like extended storyline campaign for this, but
Me too.
I think if I did that, I would probably want to format it as a podcast, because I like the idea of editing it in a certain way. Like, don't get me wrong, I love streams, I love it being live, and I love you know, it's always fun to have like those bits of levity where somebody makes a joke over something that happened, and it's important, especially in a dark game like this. But the reason I'd want to do it in a podcast is because I would be able to tailor the mood I'm trying to bring across, and that's something which I think would really strengthen the setting in this game.
Yeah.
Plus, I tend to find more theater of the mind based ones tend to work much better as like podcasts, because there's not much to look at anyways. So
Exactly.
it encourages the viewer to like just listen instead of like trying to focus visually and then maybe not succeeding at it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That might just be my ADHD.
No, I feel that. I'm big on podcasts for that reason. If we do continue this on this channel though, it would be a separate thing, so you wouldn't have to worry about like, oh, if he does the podcast, he won't do it on the channel. I'm definitely interested in doing this again.
Yeah, and I'd be interested in like, you know, getting new players in on it, seeing different characters, different ideas. Just like I'd love to experiment with it too. So I'm excited.
Oh, right. I think
God,
with
it's so
that,
good.
I think we'll wrap.
Well, we have one small thing left,
Oh,
which is,
fan art.
art.
Yes, we have fan
Yes.
art. Yes, let's show that off really quick.
and like we have some damn good stuff.
We have some very funny stuff and also just good in general. Let me take a look here. Oh yeah, I actually need to I need to switch over the stream, don't I? Hold on.
No. What you can do is if you hit open original.
Oh
then
yeah,
it will
okay.
open it in your Chrome window, and it will just keep it exactly the same.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Thank you. All right,
So
let me
basically,
scroll
just go
up
to the
here.
top. Yeah, go to the top and hit open original, and it will open it in the Chrome page, which will just automatically.
Yeah, just make
Okay,
sure it's in
okay,
the same
cool.
set of tabs as the Roll20, and you should be good.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Well, first of all, let me see here. Where okay, that is definitely not from this game. First of all, we have a absolutely beautiful hold on, it's opening it in the wrong place. I'll just get rid of it. These tabs real quick. Sorry everyone.
Yeah.
We have an absolutely beautiful thing by Star of
Yeah.
Zai, which I love very, very much. I just thank
I'm
you.
Just keeping. Yeah, there we go. It's on stream now.
yeah,
Excellent.
I just checked as well.
Yeah.
She
You good.
I'm
Oh,
glad
so
you liked
good.
her enough to draw her, and you drew her extremely well. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Next up is by Snowball.
Yes. Next up is a very funny sort of good descriptor of
I believe that's certainly Sylvian.
yes,
That's
that's Sylvia.
Sylv.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you, Sylv. This is accurate.
Let me read it. Wacky red wheat. Red? Check. Long? Check. Way too many of them. Check. Has scarred at least one person. Check.
I'll get the next one. Natural one. Red. Check. Long. Check. Way too many of them. Check. Has scarred at least one person. Check.
The ones were coming in hard and fast. They did die down for the combat, thankfully. But yeah.
Yeah. Man, that first field of leeches really fucked us, though.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then
God
we
damn
have
it.
we have a reprise of the initial Zai art of her covered in that good juice. This was drawn even before she got even more covered in it.
Although,
the end.
Although the
But
thing is, that is her lightly sprayed with blood. We still haven't seen literally actually just red, no other colors.
yeah, it literally just fill in the outline with red, and that's probably how she looked at the end.
Just tint her entirely in red. Just
Next-
make an overlay of red.
Yeah,
Next,
next
we
up,
have, again from certainly Sylvian, Gundan.
Gun
and
damn.
absolutely, this is a pretty rancid meme, I've got to say, but I really like it.
I'm sorry, guys. I feel weird that this actually got two pieces of fan art.
It sure does.
Gun damn.
Because once again, from Star, after that we have a drawn version that is very funny. I'm so glad you gave him Dan Avidan's hair. Don't think I don't see what you did there, you
I didn't even
monster.
clock that till you just said it.
Thank you. Dan was really funny. That whole part was really good.
Next up, we have again from certainly Sylvian.
Yep, this is a
Hold on,
three-parter.
I need to do this one because I know this.
Yeah,
fucking-
All right,
the
let me
first
get it
two,
open.
The first two are you, Savvy. The last one I
Yeah.
think is you, Iris.
What's this? An overabundance of leeches in the combat? My blood sack full of leeches, and ought to put a stop to that.
And then let me get the third one open. This situation has only been made worse with the addition of yet more leeches.
Oh my god.
Oh man, try not to think about how many of those she ate. Anyway,
They're just like spaghetti. Very fat pieces of spaghetti.
yeah. Anyway.
Next up, we have From Iris's Dream Boy. Wonder who the hell that is.
Yeah, from our very own Jamie, we have some very cute doodles of some of Lynette's memories that she has. Here
The
we've
first
got
one is Story.
Here we've got, yeah, is this, what was this one called again?
Story.
Story, okay. And then, next up, we've got this one, which, yeah, this is significant to Lynette's backstory a little bit.
Bully.
And,
Bully.
finally, the new one she got in this session is, this one, some trees.
Forest.
Beautiful. Thank you very much for that, Jamie.
Wait, are you telling me
Dabs.
that trees used to be green?
Then we
Yes.
have an absolutely
Fucking
amazing piece of art from Bryn.
So good.
Thank you so much, Bryn. This is rad. Like,
Oh my god.
so cool.
Yeah, that's fucking
I
amazing.
love that design for the leg laser a lot.
Oh.
Oh, Star made another one.
Yeah, she
That's
did.
so
I'm
good.
getting to it, but yeah.
Oh god.
Let's linger
Yeah,
for a
this is
second on this because, like,
Beautiful.
this is
God, that line art.
very good. Yes, excellent
Yeah.
line art. Thank you very much, Bryn. We appreciate it very much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And then, it looks like we have a final one from Star, who has just finished.
Fuck yeah.
I see the complete evolution of Zai to, like, yeah. It was by the end. Yeah, she's gonna be cleaning that up for a little while. Thank you very much.
Just a little bit.
As always, thanks you everybody who submitted art. It, like, you know,
Yeah.
if we could look at each of them for like 10 minutes, we would, because they're all absolutely awesome.
We
No,
would
for
go
sure.
full
I would.
art critic on them. But
Yeah,
like
we'd
the
go
good
full-
art critic.
Well, yeah, the good
Well,
kind
you see,
of critic.
I believe that the arc of the katana shows the golden ratio, mixing with the arc of her hair. See?
Spin.
Speed. All right,
Anyway.
we're going loopy.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. We really, I can't state how much we
Yes.
appreciate it.
Thank you, everyone. The art is incredible, and thank you for watching.
Thank you for coming out, guys. We love you all.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you very much.
See
Take
you
care.
guys next time.
See
Say
ya.
goodbye to stream.
Bye.
Bye.